a gift card for dinner at Bascom's Chop House. Or if you prefer, you can finance your Valentine's gift with 0 interest for 36 months. This Valentine's, let the experts at International Diamond Center show you how to say I love you louder than ever with a gift that shows how much you care. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Unapproved credit.
This ain't pop. This ain't pretty. This is Southern hospitality. The Black Crowes, Whiskey Myers, blues-soaked guitars, outlaw swagger. Rock and roll the way it was meant to be. Loud, raw, and real. The Southern Hospitality Tour. The Black Crowes, Whiskey Myers. May 31st, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
Furman Chevy Tarpon Springs Super Saturday Sales Event is happening this Saturday, February 7th. Purchase or lease any new Chevrolet and get a 70-inch Roku TV just in time for the big game. Only at Furman Chevy in Tarpon Springs on US 19 or FurmanChevyTarponSprings.com. Try by the rest to deal with the best.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55. But unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
And now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, wounds from drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block,
oh,
rock, left to right,
it is another Baby Friday. Shout out to SBK. That is his intellectual property. And we are Senning Show. My name is John Senning. His name is Dizzy. Good chance you've been listening to him for the last couple hours. Thank you to JP, JoJo today for hanging out. JoJo is actively trying to help me charge my head. I realized I was going to tell her it was like the dumbest thing. She's actively helping me charge my headphones. I have the most disgusting pair of headphones you ever see in your life.
Oh, for the gym.
They're my sauna headphones.
Ugh.
And I don't know if she was trying to shame me. I said, hey, I can't find a charger. Can you help me with this? And then she sent me a picture and she said they're charging. And you can see like schmegma just built up, like just debris. Just probably just dried sweat, but definitely yeah, they're definitely they're definitely grotesque. Oh yeah, they're way grosser.
Bro, you don't clean
They
them
may
at all?
actually
Take a little hand sanitizer.
Well, maybe I will today. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just the paint is chipping away. You can almost see in the picture how gross they are.
Oh yeah,
Is that
clean
built?
those.
Is that built up schmegma?
Probably.
Or
Oh man, clean those.
yeah, I probably should. I don't really think about them very much, to be honest.
You know what it looks like? Like we were talking about this with Danielle last week, I believe. It's like when you eat chips. And you save all the residue to lick off later. That's chip residue.
But it's way grosser than that. It's my body residue. It's just been all of the toxins that have been sweating out of my body for the last year and a half, all built up on my on my headphones. It is pretty gross. I didn't really think about it until I saw the picture. Then you helped me work through it. So I'll give it a little wipe down.
You looked at that photo as Pat looked at the photo. Of himself. You're like, oh,
great analogy. Great analogy. The thing is that I've done like 3 or 4 of these because a lot of stuff just dies in the sauna.
Yeah.
So those I think are like $10-15 on Amazon. So I just buy them and use them until they die, or they just get so built up with gunk and funk that I have to get rid of them. We've got a hell of a program today. At 2:15, the president of Daytona International Speedway is going to join us on the line to talk about all the exciting stuff going on with the Daytona 500. It's already NASCAR. Right around that same time, we will talk about the race that took place last night. A debacle. It was just a complete debacle. If you were thinking you wanted to watch NASCAR for the first time ever and you decided to do that last night, you're probably not watching NASCAR anymore. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then before we get out of here, I believe the gentleman's name is David Walker. He's from the Bourbon Beer and Barbecue Fest. Is going to swing by. We'll talk about what they got going on. That thing and everything else you know that we do here every day. Give us a call, 800-771-1025. You can hit us up on social media. If you don't want to call, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. And how's YouTube looking today, Diz? Are we live? Are we? Is it up and functioning?
I honestly didn't even log in. Yes, we are on. We are functioning.
I see it.
New names though.
Look at a new name. New name. G Money 2889 is usually in there.
Like I see names that aren't every day, but they've definitely been in here.
I see Drew Garabo is in there. I see Drew Garabo. I see Drew Garabo and his friend FJ Bar 75, 2 very close friends.
Yep.
Some call them soulmates. Actually,
yes. They hang out a lot.
They
outside
do.
Of work.
It's so messed up
weird.
too because Felix is his name.
Yes.
And the problem is that I try to hang out with Drew all the time, and like 9 out of 10 times I'll hit him up and be like, "No, me and Felix are going to the zoo."
It's insane.
Yeah.
I have no idea how come he's always hanging out with him,
Felix. And it's like last week I wanted to go to the Reptile Expo in Tampa with Drew because I know he likes lizards and snakes and stuff. And I said, dude, can I go? And he said, that's me and Felix a special day.
They were at the sanctuary?
Yeah, they were. They were at the sanctuary. And either way, yeah, I love to see love, and that's all you can really ask for. What about G.I. Joe 19K?
Nope, he's been in there.
Okay. What about Flip Smart Ventures?
Oh, that sounds new.
Okay. Sugar Mama Bear?
That's my sweet thing.
Oh, is it? You know her?
What's up, Sugar Mama Bear?
Is that, you know this
is.
woman?
No idea.
Oh, geez. Either way, thank you to everybody who's up in there. I was having a conversation with you before we went on the air, and you don't know this because you're in here working hard on the radio. I've been progressively getting here later and later.
Oh, yeah.
And time management has never been one of my strong suits in life, but now that I'm doing the gym thing in the morning,
yeah,
you really realize, especially in the world of social media and just, I almost said the S word, ass on your phone, crap on your phone that just can take away your attention for a minute. If I stray from the plan at all, from the time I get up until the time I get here, it brings me into the building. I think I got here today at 12:45, which
oh my God.
is unnatural.
Yeah.
essentially 10 minutes before I even needed to get in here. And it really is. It's and so I go back in the last 2 days specifically. I went back and tracked my days and like what went wrong. And it's that I get to my house after I've went to the gym and come home, and then I'll sit in my driveway for like 5 or 10 minutes flipping through social media, see what's going on in the world. And that 10 minutes alone is enough to put me behind the 10. And there's probably another 10 minutes somewhere else in there. But I should have made that New Year's resolution as well, as to manage my time better, because I should be here a little earlier than 10 minutes before the intro hits.
Besides the obvious working out and schedule you're on, what has been something this year that you're actually really proud of besides that? You're like, man, I've been killing this.
I got to say, I could have planted that question because I'm glad you asked.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I pretty much had two, and I hate the idea of New Year's resolutions. I don't know why. They just seem tired. But either way, I wanted to do things differently in the new year. The one is I wanted to be in the best shape I've ever been in my life. Like, that was the general statement that at this point in this year. Second one, weird, but it was the only other thing I said out loud. I want to waste less food.
So walk me through that. You mean like finish your plate or like?
No. I just, it's something, I don't know if I do it more or less than the average person, but something about wasting food like eats away at me every single time it happens. Like the most reoccurring thing would be like leftovers. Like I make something for dinner, and because I'm the only one really eating it, probably if it's meat based, then it doesn't all get eaten in a timely fashion and ends up getting thrown out. So wasting less food was something else that I wanted to do this year. So I'm gonna be real proud of this. A real hippy dippy thing going on now. We're compost people.
Oh,
so all of our like food that isn't meat, like vegetable trimmings and like coffee grounds and all that. So it goes into this big ass container that then goes out into another big ass container in the yard that I think the city of St. Pete gave us for free. It's got like a lid on it, and it breaks it all down that we can then use to throw around the yard and use in the flowers in the garden. And no coyotes yet, but
it's colding up.
It is. Again, when we went to the hockey game the other night, and I had my buddy with me, I'm telling him like all night I'm talking about the coyotes. Of course, it's one of my favorite things to talk about. So I'm like, dude, when we get back to the neighborhood, we're going coyote hunting.
Oh.
So we got back in the neighborhood, and I think he was over it. I think we were probably driving around for like 30 minutes in my neighborhood before he's like, are we going to go to your house, or like what the hell's going on here?
And I heard they started Drew. Funny story.
I know, dude. I can't believe I did not bring that. I did not bring that here yesterday. But I get home and I realize that I don't have my keys, and I'm thinking, okay, well, surely the door's not locked. It's still kind of early. Door was locked. And I said, surely, you've seen my house. Surely all of the sliding glass doors are not locked. They're all locked. Well, surely not every window is locked. They're all locked.
Good.
So then I tried everything I could to not just aggressively pound on the door or the window immediately.
Yeah.
So I went to my phone and I turned on all the Amazon Alexa speakers in my house.
I love that. I heard that part. I was like, what?
Yeah, and I just
pumped the volume up?
I pumped it all the way up. And
what did you play? Just like a loud
I started,
rock song?
like, first it was just playing on whatever playlist we had, which was probably some, sad country stuff. And then as that wasn't working, I switched it to Slipknot. And so I'm just literally have it cranked all the way up on two separate speakers in the house. And she was not budging. So then I start. The other thing is too that I didn't mention is Brody's up on the bed, and we don't like him to jump off the bed because he's old and his legs are weak. So I knew that if I pounded on the window, he was gonna hop up and jump down off the bed. So I just start like, hey, like yelling near the door, hoping that this is what I played. Would this wake you up? Oh wait, no, this isn't it. This isn't it. Stand by. I felt the air rise up and kneel down and clear the stone. Just imagine you're sleeping peacefully in your bed. Where you can't see inside my shell, I wait and bleed. I felt the air rise up in me. Yeah, it didn't work. Did not work. None of that worked. I did have to. After about 30, 40 minutes, I had to just start knocking just harder and harder. And she woke up like she didn't even grasp what was going on. Like she saw me out in the back. Like outside, she's like, huh? What are you doing out there? And I'm like, and she just kind of opened the door and didn't even say anything. Just turned around and went back to bed. I was like, Okay, well we're inside now.
Sorry for waking you. The music's on, by the way. I don't know if you heard this thing,
it really was. I said none of that woke you up. She's like, I guess not. Like, what is going on?
Are you both sound sleep? Like, would it have been harder to wake you up?
No, God, no, dude.
You're very easy to wake up.
I would wake up instantaneously.
Oh, man.
I last night was a bizarrely nice night of sleep. I actually woke up this morning asking myself if I had eaten a gummy last night because I just woke up. Like, I think I slept so deeply that when I woke up, it like took me a second to kind of. I'm always teetering on the line of asleep and awake, at every moment. I did tried a new sleep thing last night. What's this guy's name?
Oh, like someone talking to you?
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Yeah, well, I've tried all of the tones. I went down a.
There was a famous actor that was doing it.
Yeah, I played it. It was Jeff Bridges.
There you go. Yeah.
But I've tried a lot of the tones lately. I went down a rabbit hole on Reddit to find out like people's suggestions for what they had to say. Help them fall asleep. And this guy, I can't believe I've never talked about this guy in the show yet in all these years. No way he's come across your algorithm or anything. He is I don't know how famous he is. I don't know how big he is. His videos get a lot of views. He is pure Michigan. This is a man from Michigan that lives up in the woods. And pretty much what he does is his videos are like made to capture a very specific aesthetic. And he's like in a cabin and he'll normally have like a little old school tube TV.
Okay.
And he'll be playing like an NHL game from like 1993, and he's got his dog sleeping on the bed, and he gives you the recipe for something that he'll cook up a little something. His name is Old Time Hockey.
Old
Hockey. So it's HAWKEY, and
I see it.
Yeah, and last night I put on a little bit of this.
Okay, not bad so far.
Well, hello, buddy, and welcome to the middle of a cedar swamp, where I live with my 2 Australian shepherds, Old Donnybrook and Chris Draper.
Love this guy.
This is Fritz's Field Notes, a collection of stories found in my grandfather's notebook on the inside pocket of his old Woolrich jacket. So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy these lessons from my family to yours. This is Fritz's Field Notes.
I love this guy.
Oh. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, his voice isn't terrible from it. I feel like I would not want to go to sleep.
You'd be like paying attention. You're like, what is this guy saying?
Yeah.
There was a little bit of that. And I will tell you, I don't think I made, that was the intro. And I remember hearing that. I don't think I made it past the first story that he put. Like, he's telling a story about like having some jerky in his pocket. And I think
was out the door, stuffing everything in my best knapsack.
Yeah, I think
my Bushnells, my Leatherman,
it's like the last,
some birdseed.
It's like the last thing I
a
heard.
hot vessel of jitter juice, and a healthy serving of my sister Martha's pound cake.
Oh, pound cake.
I've never noticed how much
In
Michigan
one hand,
people sound
my tackle
very
box.
Canadian.
Now, this guy, he's from up north. I don't know if he's all the way in the UP, but he's, once you get up there, I think that's more of the Yooper, as they call it. The Yooper and the Canadian accent are very, very similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of actually, until we started talking about it and you brought it up, I forgot that that's what I was listening to when I went to sleep last night, and it clearly helped.
Who's the most calming voice on the bone? If we had to have someone.
Oh, that's a great question.
Who would be past or present, I guess, too?
Sorry. I would say past or present, Roger.
Yeah, I was thinking Roger's the go-to. All right, then what about present? Just right now, personalities. Hard, right?
I don't know.
I don't think we have one.
I don't know that there is a, and this isn't a total diss, but I don't know that there is a calming presence on the bone currently.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest. If you had to pick, it's probably Shark.
Oh yeah,
it's probably Shark. Who
I don't know. Last week, yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. No, they are still.
Oh,
they're still with us. I've been hearing that they're. It might actually be this week. They've been moved to Friday nights.
Oh, is that a
party time, baby?
Hey, you know what I want to do on a Friday nights to unwind and go to the club?
You know what? when you've had a long week and you've had a long life and you're feeling down and you want to share your emotions, sometimes when the rest of the world is partying is when a lot of people hurt the most. So maybe there's something behind doing the exact opposite of what you think you do. And you'd think you'd be partying and setting a party vibe, but a lot of people are hurting. It's like Friday is the Christmas of the week, if you think about it. A lot of people are sad around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of people are sad on Fridays. They have no friends, they have no life, they're depressed, and they want somebody to talk to. And you can do that every Friday night with Let's Get Real right here on 102.5 The Bone.
That was a great promo cut. It's almost like you're really good at doing commercials, John.
Cut the tape.
I got to send that to Spanish.
That'll be the new intro. That'll be the new intro to the show. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Friday's the Christmas of the week.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott.
Scotty, what up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I was just calling about the old-time hockey you were just talking about.
Yeah. You a fan?
Yeah, big fan. So I was actually coming down from a very decent mushroom vacation a while back.
Okay.
And I was scrolling through Reels on Instagram, and this guy popped up, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Where is he from? And he's no more. But I ended up, like, he's got a New York best-selling cookbook. I ended up picking up his cookbook, and me and my fiance have cooked quite a few things out of there, and it's pretty good.
I think he's like a huge celebrity up north. Like they have him out at the Red Wings games and stuff I've seen, and they treat him like royalty. He really pops the crowd up north. So he's a very calming presence. In the videos, I was right where I think the average person, even if you're not from Michigan, he has this ability to like set the vibe of the early 90s and in the movies that he watches and in the video games he shouts out. Like he kind of captures a moment in time.
Oh, yeah. He throws games out there that I'd never heard of before. I'm like, Home Alone was a game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was it. I remember he was playing Home Alone, the video game. Like, he'll have his Game Boy sometimes, and it's pretty cool. Thanks for checking in, dude. I'm glad to know I'm not the only human being listening to the station that knows who this guy is.
Oh, of course. You guys have a good day, man.
You too, Doug.
You do the same. Bless you. I got a text from Drew this morning. He said, you see your boy Pat? He said it looks like he's celebrating. Looks like he's feeling no pain with the boys tonight.
I'm so glad that got brought up because off air, I wasn't sure what we were gonna say. Off air, I was gonna say, look at his story recently.
What did I miss something in the story, or just is he partying?
I'll just say this: doesn't look like he's taking it as serious as you.
Well, I mean, there's just no way. I mean, I'll tell you that. And again, if he's got a secret plan to drop 20 pounds in a week, then we can have a different discussion. I don't think he's even barely got 20 to lose, but there's just no way, based on what I'm doing compared to what he's doing at this exact moment, that this is even really a fair fight at this point.
Oh, imagine. Stay with me here. 3-time Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah.
So far as we know, the great athlete, stand-up guy.
A specimen, a modern-day legend.
Yes. Now imagine we get to the weigh-in, and he's just thinned out. And we're like, what the hell,
man? He's
man?
Shredded.
Yeah. And we end up finding out he was juicing or something like this. And then he gets investigated like, he's been juicing this whole time. We're the downfall of Pat. We find out he's just a juicer and been scamming
I will tell you, if anybody could never be accused of juicing at all, it would be Pat Maroon.
Yeah.
I mean, he is walks around and is skated around with more weight on him than I think most players have. So I hope he's enjoying himself. I hope that the fried ravs were flowing at the party. I hope that he's getting a hero's welcome in his hometown of St. Louis. He was inducted into the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame, much deserved. And I hope he's having a great time. Why? That's a once-in-a-lifetime memory. You want to look back on that memory and go, oh, man, I didn't really drink. I didn't really eat anything when I got inducted to the Hall of Fame. No, you want to have a good time. And that's exactly what you should be doing, Pat. I hope that he is feeling real good about himself, because I don't feel pretty good about myself right now.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's got that Hall of Fame, got the Super Bowl parties coming up. He did the Gasparilla thing.
Tomorrow, you sent me a list, and I wanted to save it for tomorrow in the beginning of the show. We have 2 Super Bowl food-related topics to talk about. But the idea of healthy Super Bowl, I'm kind of in that. I'm in that zone where I'm trying to think of things where I don't just have to sit on my hands all afternoon, but also can eat some stuff. So
me and Corey were talking about this during the break. He came in. We were just talking about snacking, and we've talked about this at length. A lot of it is eating right. Like, for sure, you want to be in the gym, you want to do stuff, but that's only 2 hours a day.
Yeah,
there's 22 other hours where you got to be eating right and everything. How have you switched from the peanut butter and stuff to healthier options?
I'll tell you this. I'm not eating enough. Like I saw my guy this morning, and he's shout out to Lloyd at Elevate. We're on this app where he's tracking me all day.
Yeah.
And I walked in the door. He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "You're not eating enough." He goes, "You can't come in here." I mean, he didn't mean like you're not welcome here. He's like, he's like, "You can't come in here and work like this." And then, because I've been doing 2-a-days all the time, he goes, "You can't come in here and work like this and then go and do more when you're only eating like 1,000 calories a day." He's like, it's not going to work the way that you think it's going to. Well, it's probably going to work.
But not the results you want.
Well,
by
no,
what you're doing.
maybe it probably is not the healthiest way to do it.
Oh,
when it comes to, you want to have fuel in your body. You know what I mean? Like when you're working out, you're going to be able to work better with fuel in your body. And I could kind of feel that today. Today was the first, after the last couple of days and the way that I've eaten, I could feel that my body was like, dog, well, we need something. We need a little. It's also hard, dude. You don't realize, like, it's like almost 2,600 calories. Like trying to eat that much in a day is not that easy, especially when you're supposed to be done eating at like 7:00 at night. So I'm getting in what I can, and I'm not starving. It's just out of my mind, dude. Like I'm not waking up and going like, what can I eat? At 7:00, I'm like, it's done. Like there's nothing to eat because I'm not eating.
I know the devil is real because when I was not working out, I would go into Publix and be like, what chips are on sale?
Dude.
What's this on sale?
Are you kidding me?
Usually never had great sales. Now that I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle, all the best things are
Everything.
like, hey, BOGO today on this. Like,
Dude,
what?
It is. There's a devil lurking around every corner. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Matt.
Hey, Matt. What up, dog?
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I was delayed.
What? No, it's
what?
Did he say I listened delayed?
He said, hey, it's Matt. And he said, what's up, brother? He goes, oh, sorry. I just realized it's delayed.
He
right?
said I listened delayed, or this is delayed.
What were we talking about? That you wanted to join in?
I don't know.
It was too late?
That's the thing. We got a big old bowl of gumbo that we're stirring up in here, and you can pretty much weigh in on anything at any given moment. I do want to talk about a couple different things before we go to break. I had this all up in front of me, and then I lost my way. Stand by. I want to make sure I have all the info correct before I start digging into it. So it's not next Thursday and Friday. It is the Thursday and Friday after that. CMG Tampa is essentially taking on one of the biggest charitable ventures that they've ever done in the existence of this company for 24 hours. All of the stations in this building are going to broadcast completely commercial free from 12 noon starting on that Thursday the 19th all the way until 12 noon on Friday the 20th. And it's gonna be really cool, man. I got an opportunity to spend time. Diz, you were here as well. Spend time with some of these families and people that have children at John Hopkins All Children's Hospital, which all of the money is going to them to help with research and help with their needs. And you really can't, if you haven't lived it, you can see it and it can make you feel things and you can gain a new perspective. But I think it's one of those things in life that you can never really grasp or understand what it's like to, like, I don't have kids, but I very much, very, very, very much grasp the love that a parent has for their child.
Yeah.
Like, it's indescribable. It's I've heard people say you love your kids so much it makes you sick. Like, it's almost a sickness the way that you worry and think about your kids. And to have a kid that is fighting a fight with their health where you don't know where it's going to go and how long they're even going to be here. And I hate to say that, but that's the thoughts that go through these parents' minds. It's going to be quite the venture. It is an amazing cause. We're going to do it for 24 hours. I'm hoping that I think, just a programming note, I think on that Thursday, Senning Show will start at noon. So we'll start at noon. I think JP's had like a long scheduled trip on these days. So he's going to be out of the country or state, or he's going to be away. So we start at 12 noon and we'll go till 4. And then I think there's going to be some late night programming. Miko and Corey, I think I've kind of agreed to stop by for that. Probably going to be a cavalcade of different people popping in. I said yesterday, nobody told me not to say it. We obviously have tons of sponsors and people that work with this station, businesses that we've worked with forever that are going to be a huge part of this. But we're trying to raise $1 million as a company here. all in for all children. It's the CMG Tampa 102.5 The Bone Radiothon. The first thing that we've done like this. I've heard it on a lot of country stations do these radiothons where for 24 hours, 48 hours, sometimes even longer, they'll just do nothing but coverage about like St. Jude's is a children's hospital, I think in Nashville, that they help out a lot. So it's going to be really, really cool. And the hospital is approaching a monumental milestone. It's 100th anniversary in 2026. And I was thinking this morning, so Trent, who you've heard me talk about, people hear me talk about my nephew, who I love very much. And he had something go on a couple years ago where he had to have a major surgery. And it was like it was essentially a brain surgery. And even as an uncle, it's hard to think about.
Yeah.
It's just hard. Like, you can't even really wrap your head around the worst case scenario or what's happening at all, let alone what my brother and his wife have gone through. So if you don't, or you can't necessarily understand, I would say maybe just take a second and put yourself in the mind frame of a family who's watching their kid fight for their life, and all the dollars that we raise will go to hopefully helping their journey a little easier. And it's 24 hours. It's happening the 19th and 20th. It's already live on the site. So if you are feeling generous, and I know times are tough, and a lot of people don't want to hear us begging for money if that's the way that you interpret it. I know not everybody's got everything to give or anything to give, but at theboneonline.com, you can go there right now and you can see the little tab for the Radiothon. You click on it, and right at the bottom of the page, there's a big red donate here. And you could, at this point, every little bit helps. And that'll happen not next week, but the week after, the 19th and 20th.
Yeah, one of the words that I've always heard when it comes to this stuff, people would say, like, they're such an inspiration. And I realized that day when we were hanging out with them how much that meant. Because, like, for me, I don't know how it is with you. Like, I'll drive in here, someone will cut me off, and now I'm having a bad day, and it'll ruin my whole mood.
Yeah.
These kids don't know if tomorrow's promised, but the joy and the life that's in their face and how they carry themselves, I get what people mean, like, that's an inspiration. They don't let this hold them back. They're just living every day to its fullest.
Well, and it's so wild because very often, and the parents, Levi was the kid that I spent a bit of time with, and he had a heart transplant when he was 3 years old. And I'm looking at his parents, and I'm feeling, you just feel bad. Like, you just feel like sick for him. You just wish you could do something. And you can tell, and they even said exactly what you just pointed to. At our lowest moments, like, he's the one who's given us strength.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this kid who has got tons of stuff going on, and I don't know, and they don't know what's coming next. But he's dancing on the stage, and he's beating up Thunderbug and all this stuff. And you absolutely nailed it with that. Where if we could all just take a little bit of whatever they got, that zeal for life, I think we'd probably be better off. So looking forward to that, and I hope everybody will tune in first and foremost, and also give if you do have the money to do so. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Craig. How you doing, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Yep.
Back in the day, like 98 Rock used to do pay for play for charity. Is that something you guys are gonna?
How does that work? Is that like is that something where like sponsors or people who wanted to get their business on the air would give a certain amount of money and then we'd shout them out? Some variation of that?
Some of that, but it was mainly they would. So if you wanted to hear a particular song that you're not going to hear on any radio station, call up. It would be $25, could be $50, $100, whatever the person wanted to donate, but it was nothing under $25. So like stations that don't play Megadeth or Slayer or a lot of stuff, or a lot of the OG rap, you get on the radio for.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that per se for us, just because we don't play music inherently. But like I said, all of the other stations are going to be involved, and I like the general idea. Any way to raise money. So who knows? Maybe I think a 97X would be a perfect place for something like that to happen. But it's a great idea, and anything that raises money, man. So I appreciate the call, and thanks for checking in. before we go to break, I do want to remind people as well, much lighter, much different. This Saturday, make your plans to come out to the Wild Fork in St. Pete, 4th Street North. It's going to be a great time. The idea of it is like a big big game tailgate vibe. The Argentinian grill folks, Chef Oliver and his team, which if you haven't seen it, maybe you've caught the pictures on social media. He brings out these giant grills that have 10 different meats cooking. There's stuff hanging. He's sauteing up seafood in the middle. They're making all sorts of side dishes. They got 3-4 different, standalone smokers going. The food would be enough to get you there alone. But we're also giving away a bunch of awesome stuff. 75-inch TV, which I've said it before and I'll say it again. What an experience to have the first day with your new TV be the big game Sunday. We're giving away a big-ass Yeti cooler, which I had my first Yeti this year. They're very, very nice. And we're also giving away a $150 gift card to Wild Fork. It's going to be a big parking lot party, barbecue, big game energy party. So come through. Maybe leave with a brand new TV, a Yeti, or some Wild Fork bucks. But make your plans. 12 to 2 this Saturday, Wild Fork in St. Pete. I hope to see you there. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'm willing to get rid of some prizes. I don't think we've given away a single prize this week. There's a local story of a dumbass criminal, but he did something, a crime, that I've done before.
Oh.
And I know there's a lot of people that have done it, and I know there's a lot of people that have been on the receiving end of it. And if you call and share that with us, you might be getting hooked up with a prize. I'll tell you what it is as we dig into that thing. Coming up next on more Senning Show.
Turn on the boob tube, I'm in the mood to obey, so lead me astray. And by the way now, where'd all the good people go? I've been changing channels, I don't see them on the TV show.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Oh, my gosh. You'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Hellsberg. Just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Life is just too short to work a job or be in a career that you don't absolutely love. Are you somebody who enjoys tinkering on things? Do you have hopes of something more? Well, how about a career in the world of aviation maintenance? Well, we've got the National Aviation Academy right here in beautiful Clearwater, where you'll be trained doing hands-on work, tinkering on engines and planes and jets and propellers and all those other things that are connected to flying objects. Be trained in just a few months and entering the workforce with the help of the NAA. They've got classes starting every couple months, so check them out today and make that decision at naa.edu.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Are you sick and tired of the same routine at a bar or club that you've been to a million times? Well, how about finding your own community at a beautiful space, and it's the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. You can get there real quick from St. Pete or Tampa, and this place is immaculate. You step out back, you see the big giant tiki hut. You're going to think you're sitting beachside in the Caribbean. They've always got events going on, whether it be karaoke, trivia. You can learn a new language like Mandarin, or even get yourself massaged. The Cava in Kratom is amazing. They put so much love into the preparation. The owners, Bodie and Sarah, put love into everything that they do. You got to try the THC seltzers. They're currently stocked up on the Florida Boys Lifted Lemonade. It will make you feel things you never thought you could feel. Check them out today online at thekavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby.
Think you're not the suing type, but you aren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
No recycled routines. No tired excuses. New toys. New fantasies. New rules. Level up your solo game. Push the couples game. Or finally do the thing you obsessed over last year. Heads up. Valentine's Day is coming. You should too. Stock up now instead of panic buying gas station chocolate on February 14th. Start the year satisfied. In February, undefeated. XTC and Planet X Adult. St. Pete, Sarasota, Bradenton, Tampa.
Are you getting engaged or looking for the perfect Valentine's Day gift? Go to the Gold and Diamond Source. They've got the largest selection of engagement rings, so you're guaranteed to find one no matter what your budget. They use only natural diamonds. It takes billions of years to form them. You don't want something that was just manufactured in a factory 2 weeks ago. Remember, Gold and Diamond Source diamonds never lose their value. You can always trade up your Gold and Diamond Source diamond for a bigger, better one once you're in a better place financially. They've got 0% financing for up to 5 years. So if you finance $5,000, it's only $83 a month. Valentine's $1,000 gift card matches this Friday. You buy up to a $1,000 gift card, they'll match it, which gives you up to $2,000 in immediate spending power. You'll find Gold and Diamond Source at 3800 Olmerton Road in Clearwater. They're always online at goldendiamond.com. This Valentine's, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
It's a love you give only at Golden Diamond Source.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Oh, hello. It's me, the calculator that lives inside of TaxSlayer. And let me tell you, I love numbers. 1040s, 1099s, W-2s, all of them. With TaxSlayer, anyone can file a federal return for just $22.99. You'll get 100% accuracy and your biggest possible refund guaranteed. Now those are great numbers. Need help along the way? We've got U.S.-based real human support. File by February 8th for just $22.99 and get the refund you deserve. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Let the good times roll with the return of Mardi Gras at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Now through March 1st, guests can experience Big Easy entertainment, over 25 Cajun flavors, and thrilling coasters every Saturday and Sunday. Get jazzed up with Mardi Gras-style entertainment for the whole family as Busch Gardens brings the Big Easy to Tampa Bay.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Drake, just let it run. Hey yo, turn the beat up a little bit. Hey yo, this song is for anyone. Shut up and listen. Hey yo,
I sit back with this pack, in this bag of this. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk.
Turn and heal, brother. Welcome back to Senning Show. It's time for That Thing. We try to pick that one thing. It may be the biggest news story in the country or locally, and sometimes it's just something too good, too funny, or too intriguing not to bring to your attention. And we're going to dig into it in just a moment. Your next chance at $1,000 comes up at the Bone bonus at 2 o'clock. So make sure you go and get that money.
Mr. Friendly, I can be a brick. If you tempt me, my tank is on empty. No patience is in me. And if you offend me, I'm lifting you 10 feet. In the air, I don't care who was there and who saw me. Just jaw you, go call you a lawyer. File you a lawsuit. I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a
Eminem has done things that I like within the past however many years.
Yeah.
But how do we get this Marshall? How do we wake this Marshall Mathers back up?
Oh, man. You
How
got
do
to
we
put
get
him
the-
through legal stuff. He has to be battling his mom, bad girlfriends in his life.
You know what I think it is?
Yeah.
A Vicodin addiction. I think it was the Vikes. And it's funny when you go back and listen to this album specifically, his love affair with Vicodin is like totally weaved into every other song. I think that was definitely his drug of choice when he was going through it.
Top Eminem songs for you.
Oh God, that's hard, dude.
Is this in it at least?
This song, top what? Top 10?
Top 5.
No.
Oh wow.
No. I would have to go. I could not even put that together right now. I'd have to go back, and I wouldn't want to.
Are they like jokey ones though? Are you putting like Without Me in it?
No,
Okay,
none of that stuff. I will say nothing that was a radio hit would probably be on it. For me.
I like that.
I think Kill You, bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, that's a good one.
That would
they played on the radio.
That would be on there. Criminal. This I did love.
Oh, okay.
I loved the Marshall Mathers LP. So Criminal would be on there. I hate to say it. Well, now I'm just
Till
crazy.
I Collapse is definitely
Till
on
I
there.
Collapse
Yeah.
is
That's not on there for you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is too
It's
much
hard.
pressure.
You got to think of that.
This is too
That
much
should
pressure.
be one of the things we do now within the mix.
Oh,
where
as we come with the top 5 or something?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea to
Yeah.
add a little.
We come with the top 5, and the day of, we find out which ones we have that were in the.
That's
center.
actually, I like that idea. We need to brand that. This song is a sleeper favorite from this album and in general.
I ain't coming in yet. Come in a minute.
And clearly shows his love affair with drugs at the time.
This is my love song. It goes like this. Back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark. This is how we used to make the party start. We used to mix in with Bacardi Dark. And when it kicks in, you can hardly talk. And by the 6:10, you gon' probably crawl. And you'll be sick then, and you'll probably barf.
All right. 800-771-1025. If you've ever been busted dining and dashing, or you've ever been a server who've been screwed over by a diner and dasher, because this guy, I mean, it must just be stupidity. And I'm not here to pile on the guy. I'm looking at his face, and I can't help but think he probably listens to the station. Very miseven eyeballs.
Yes.
They're bizarrely spaced apart. One looks up, one looks down. I don't know what he's got going on in his life.
Have you watched Boondocks? He got Uncle Ruckus face.
Dude, he's just got the face of a man who doesn't make good decisions.
Yeah.
And Benny boy, Ben Raquel, if you're out there, give us a call. I appreciate your support of the station, but I can't help that your face looks like that and you did something very stupid. A man was arrested early Tuesday morning after walking out of a bar tab at a local restaurant in Largo, according to the Largo Police Department. Benjamin Raquel reportedly ordered food and drinks at the Largo Whiskey Wings on Sunday night, totaling up to $64.18. Before walking out, after telling employees, this is almost like a different type of dining and dashing. He told employees he did not have the money to pay. Raquel provided so he gave them debit and credit cards as security, which according to the affidavit did not go through. So he told the employees he was going to come back the next day.
Okay.
Police say that Raquel came back to the restaurant late Monday night to retrieve a phone charger that he had forgotten when he was there during the crime. Largo police were called and Raquel was arrested at 12:20 a.m.
So he came back, not
But
for the cards.
with no money and no plan to pay. Post Miranda rights, Raquel reportedly told officers that he had a Cash App debit card, which he did not provide to the restaurant, but the affidavit said did not have any money on it either.
It's 3 cards if you're keeping count with no money on them.
Raquel was charged with obtaining food with the intent to defraud. He remains in Pinellas County Jail at this time. If you have ever skipped out on a bill and been busted for it, or if you've been a server and you've had a group of people or a man or a woman walk out on a big bill, 800-771-1025.
You were both sides of it.
Yeah, I've been on both. Let me see what Mike Oliveira's got for this week. We've got tickets to Mardi Gras, Busch Gardens, happening now through March 1st. We have tickets. It's a hot ticket. 2 pairs of weekend passes to Reggae Rise Up, and then those are all days. And then we also have a pair of tickets to the Black Crows with Whiskey Myers, May 31st at the Amp. So I'm willing to part with some of that if you call and share your tale. I feel like I may have told mine not that long ago because I'll expound upon it a little bit. When we were juniors in high school, we went to Panama City for spring break, which is the most. I look back on that now and I go, what the hell were our parents thinking? They let us drive from Michigan to Panama City Beach, Florida alone. And when we were there, we met some girls. We met these girls that were from Cincinnati, roughly, Ohio. Wow. And they, months and months later into the summer, they invited us to come to this area in Kentucky that was supposedly like a big it was like a big party lake
City
like
type
thing.
area.
So
Yeah.
we were going to do that. So we had a crew of guys. There was like 5 or 6 of us that went down to Cincinnati for like a long weekend. And everybody's calling. And while we were doing that, on our way home, we were broke. Like, we were just broke. We were in high school. We had no money. We were broke. So we went to a Big Boy in Cincinnati, and I believe there was 5 or 6 of us. And we knew that when we went in there, we weren't paying for the bill, which I hate. I like to think my moral compass is strong, and out of all of the bad things I've done in my life, this is at least in the top 5 of things I'm not proud of. We knew we didn't have any money, and we knew we were going to walk out. So we thought the best idea would be to go one at a time. So first guy goes, we finish up breakfast. First guy disappears. Second guy disappears. Third guy disappears. Fourth guy disappears. And my buddy Ryan, shout out to him. He's still out there somewhere. He was the last one. And so we're waiting in the car, and nothing's happening. Ryan's not coming. He's not happening. There's actually twofold to why I'm a terrible person in this.
Oh no.
So he's not coming. And then finally he emerges from the restaurant with 2 managers. Yeah. And in that moment, I wasn't driving, but whoever was in the driver's seat of the vehicle believed the best option was to drive away.
I gotta be honest. I've heard this story and I still agree. Right decision. What, you're going to let the manager come and talk to you guys as a group?
So we just panicked and left, and then he's blowing us up. He's calling us all. I think there was a minute where we're like, what do we do? Do we pick it up? They're tracing the call. What do we do? So finally we pick it up, and he says, you guys have to come back here. He says, if we don't find a way to pay this bill, he's calling the police, and there's a chance they're going to take us to jail.
Now, were any of you on the line like, what do you mean us? You're the one caught, Ryan. What do you mean? You're going to give us all up?
So I think we what we did was, the problem was, I remember vividly, we knew we had enough money to get gas to get home.
Yeah.
So we ended up giving the restaurant manager all the money we had. And then after that, we had to call our parents to give us money to get gas to find our way home.
This is a long time ago. There ain't no Cash App and stuff back then.
No, I think we actually, I think it was a Western Union thing.
Oh,
I think we ended up we had to stay in this area for like an entire day just waiting for the money to come through from, I think it was actually Ryan's parents who were the ones who sent it to us, long story short.
Do you remember how much you were short? It probably couldn't have been that much. It's how many? 5 of you guys? 4 of you guys?
Yeah. We didn't have any money. I mean, I remember we had, I think between all of us, like thinking back, I think we had like $200 and we thought we could get home on gas with $200. So we had.
But I mean, like the bill that you guys skipped out on, that had to be what, $60, $80 at most?
Maybe.
You're in high school. You're not drinking.
Yeah, well,
so
it's just food. And it was breakfast. So we definitely weren't.
God,
yeah, probably. I told you it wasn't my proudest moment, dude. I established that it was not my proudest moment. And having worked in restaurants forever, like it happens all the time. Like it happened quite often. It's kind of a.
Are there protocols for like if there's like a group of 3 and you notice they're trickling out that like, well, now you got to go stand outside? Really?
I don't remember any protocols, but it is kind of crazy that you enter in this like just total trusted agreement
Right.
at a restaurant. Like you brought me the food.
Yeah.
And now in the year 2026 where there's dirt bags everywhere, you're just going to trust the fact that I'm going to stick around long enough to give you the money for the food that I already ate?
Here in this time and age, a little harder. They could go get your photo, post it all over social media. You can get caught or at least shamed.
Yeah.
But back then, bro, like you said, it's just trust. I've only skipped out once, and it was at a place called Don Cherry's. You know what Don Cherry is?
No.
The old broadcaster who wore like the colorful suits and stuff.
No.
So I think he's Canadian. That's probably why you don't remember. A hockey guy. So he had all these bars across the thing, and we went and got wings I think it was like every Monday. He had discount wings, and we got a bunch of wings. And we were all in the car, and we went to go smoke. And we're like, hey, go smoke, and we'll go back, get some, drinks, because we're old enough. We're 19 at this point. Canada, you're old enough.
Like, well, maybe going back in doesn't sound like that good of a plan, actually.
We literally went like, oh, let's go drive around the corner and smoke. And we went, and we go, I don't even want dessert. Let's just leave. What happens if we leave? What's the worst that could happen? They're like, nothing. And we did.
Well, were you able to go back?
We did go back.
Oh, wow.
Not right away, but
Yeah.
we were like, because we had to talk about this. Because it was like me and my fam. I
Yeah.
go, first of all, it looks bad because we're in a neighborhood, mostly whites. We're a bunch of brothers.
Yeah,
they're
that's
going to
the
kind of
thing.
recognize us.
Oh, they certainly will.
They
They're
didn't,
like,
thankfully. But they also did shut down. I heard a lot of people you should just skip out because it's that easy.
They're back again. They're here.
There they are.
They're
Lemon
here.
pepper wings, of course.
Oh. I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard you people like those. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby, what's going on today?
Oh, I was just calling about the Dine and Dash.
Yeah, you got a story?
Yeah, I was a server, and I had somebody attempt to do it to me.
Attempt?
Like
Did
a
you?
300
Did you? Did you kick their ass? Did you throw them in a rear naked choke? How did it not happen?
I wish. So I caught them like being kind of shady. It was a stripper here in town and her boyfriend and their friend.
Wait, how do you know?
And they
How
were
did
like-
you? Did you know that? Like, was she like a well-known stripper,
Yeah.
or did you find out after the fact that she was a stripper, or had you seen her in the club clapping cheeks?
No, up in Newport Richie, you know who's at the strip, who works there and who doesn't.
Yeah, you're like, my name's Julia. I'll be your server. And she's like, hey, my name's Cinnamon. You're like, oh, well, all right.
But yeah, they racked up. It's this restaurant I used to work at on the beach, and they racked up like a $300 tab on drinks and seafood and all this. And they were just acting like really weird the whole time and sketchy. And when I brought them their bill, they were looking at it and kind of were giving off that vibe of like, oh crap, like what are we gonna do? And I see her like shuffling through her purse, and she put the money in the book and was like, oh, here, it's all here. And I open it up, and it's all ones. And the boyfriend and the friend had like gotten up from the table, and I was like, we're going to actually sit here and count this together.
Oh.
Because so it was like $100 short of what it should have been.
Did it cross your mind? And I've never thought of this until right now. Those dollar bills had probably been in her butt crack. Did that cross your mind when you were counting them? Because
100%. I went and washed like everything like I was about to scrub in for surgery. It was it was gross.
You don't really think about where all of the butt crack dollars go. Like you
probably in our pockets right now
like
to this day. We don't wash our new money.
You could give your little niece or nephew a dollar bill for fun, and long story short, that was they
got pink eye now.
Who knows whose hole that had been in? So once you called them out, what happened? Did they get rough and rugged with you, Newport Richie style?
No, she got really upset and mad, and she tried to say she miscounted. And I was like, okay, well, I need to make sure it's all here. So I sat there with her, and we double counted her entire bill, and she left the bill to the cent. And obviously there was no tip, but she was like, here's your money, and got an attitude with me like I did something wrong.
Man, that's
Stupid
rough.
question for John and this girl on the phone, because I've never been a server. Does it come out of your money like if it becomes frequent or every time or never?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
At Ruby's, I know that it had happened. I don't know what the protocol was. I remember people being very, very pissed because it did definitely happen. I've seen it in certain stores. Do you remember where you worked? If somebody walked out, would they make you pay it?
It depends on if it was kind of your fault for like ignoring them and they walked out. But a lot of the times the restaurant would eat it. They would just take it off, and then you would kind of be in trouble, possibly written up. But then that bill, like how my job worked, you had to tip out your bartenders and everybody else based off your sales. So then you have a $300 bill that wasn't paid. Yeah. And, now you've got all that added on. But most of the time I was cool with my managers. If anything ever did happen, they would work something out, and I wouldn't have to pay it.
Gabby,
work something out, huh?
Be honest, Gabby.
Yeah.
It is a phenomenon. It is a phenomenon in restaurants where servers and hostesses bang the managers. Did you ever have a romantic relationship with a manager? Don't lie.
I did not. No. I
None
have
of them
been
had that
with
Matt
the same
Lauer door and was like, well, let's talk about this.
Well, how about this at least? Did you know of at least one other person at the restaurant who was banging a manager at some point?
Good question.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
I think that's every restaurant ever. All right, Gabby, you were the first one through, and I appreciate the story, so I'm going to throw you on hold. I'll get you hooked up with the prize during the break. Just hang tight, okay?
Oh, okay, awesome. Thanks.
Dude, restaurants, without a shadow of a doubt, and I don't even think it's close, the most non-sexual in nature place that is the most sexually charged.
Oh, yeah.
Like people in restaurants, like banging everybody is just what everybody does. Like it's just I don't know what's in the air at a restaurant. I think you just get young people around a certain age with a bunch of cash in their pocket.
Yep.
There's usually everybody's drinking together after shifts.
Yeah.
And a lot of horny managers. Like managers, even if they don't think they're getting into the business to bang servers and hostesses, at some point, I think a lot of them do. I think I did. Well, no, with Danielle. I mean, technically, I met her when I was a server, so it doesn't really count. But we ended up having to go. I've told before, we had to go to the corporate people and be like, hey, I'm a manager now. She's a server. We're a thing.
Yeah.
Ship her out of here.
Yeah, that's what happened with my sister and my now brother-in-law. Is they used to be managers. They had to go to different AMCs because they didn't allow them.
They don't let
against
the
rules.
co-mingling.
And plus at the restaurants, though, not for nothing, a lot of them, they're on drugs. A lot of people there.
Dude,
So
everybody's doing a lot
time.
of drugs, dude.
Yeah.
Just a lot of, I don't know if it's gotten better or worse over the years, but it was just a party scene.
Yeah.
This hour's keyword, you want to win $1,000? This hour's keyword is fortune. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter fortune before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. That's FORTUNE. You got 30 minutes. If you get a phone call after that, you better answer it. Even if you don't recognize it, if it's from a blocked number, please still answer it, because there's a good chance it's the Prize Patrol trying to tell you that you won. Give us a shout out, say something nice, whatever the hell you want. But good luck. Send the word to your family members. Tell them to download the app and put the word in. It is fortune. Let me see who's been hanging a while here. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Jerry.
Jerry, what's up, buddy?
This is kind of a clever twist on the Dine and Dash. Me and my buddies used to do commercial landscaping, and we were like 17. None of us had any money. So after we'd get done in the evening, we'd drive from fast food restaurant to fast food restaurant and tell them that we ordered 5 burgers earlier and we only got 3. And we do that at every restaurant until everybody had enough food to eat
I
dinner.
love a great little hustle and scam. Good for you.
I have to say, I've not been completely honest with all of you here today.
Oh,
because,
he just
awakened
something?
Dude, me and my brother did that more times than I could ever tell. Dude, we would do it, and we knew the rotation, so there'd be enough time in between. We'd hit Burger King, then we'd hit this McDonald's, then we'd hit the next McDonald's.
Exactly.
And we would call, and we would always say, we would go through and say, hey, yeah, exactly what you just said. We say we ordered 4 double cheeseburgers and 4 fries, and we only got 2 double cheeseburgers and 2 fries, and then we would get 2 double cheeseburgers and 2 fries, and that would be our meal. And it was damn, you just awoken a memory for me. What was your number one favorite fast food to steal burgers from?
Good question.
It worked best at Burger King. If you hit them during the rush hour, it really didn't matter because they didn't have time to dick around with 2 or 3 burgers, so they'd be like, all right, pull forward, we'll get them to you.
I know they've got to have something in place to stop people from doing this, because I remember they vividly, because we would call like 10, 15 minutes before we would go, and every place had a folder. Like we would go in and we would say, hey, call, and then they would open up a folder
where they could write
and
it off
they would be like,
later.
oh yeah, there it is. I see you're written down right there. We got you put down for 2 double cheeseburgers and 2 French fries. So now they've got to, with the scamming that goes on, they've got to be a way around it. Good stuff.
Well, this was like 23 23 or 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So we just come straight through the drive-through, and they were too damn busy to worry about it. So
Where are you from, Because I can tell, that there's a little bit of Midwest in there, Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin, yeah. Those cold winters, you need a little extra cheeseburgers on your belly to keep you warm. Hang tight, Jerry. I'm going to throw you on hold, and I'm going to hook you up with something. Okay, buddy?
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
I maybe did that once with fast food because I was always afraid I would show up and they wouldn't believe it, and I would
And then
get
you
in
just be
trouble.
arrested, or
Yeah,
you end up,
right.
you end up shot or something.
Did do it on DoorDash a few times. Like every few months when I wanted a free meal, I would just oh man, I know I'm gonna want food next week, and I don't know if I'm gonna have money to pay for DoorDash. So when I get my DoorDash, I'd be like, it didn't come with it was missing an ingredient or something like that, and you get your full refund. And then next time you order food, now it's free.
I love it.
So,
I love it. I mean, these aren't good things. Sometimes we like to highlight the bad things that we've done in our past just so we can, come to grips with them and ask for forgiveness.
Stick it to the man.
Do not go anywhere. When we come back, a very exciting conversation with the president of the Daytona International Speedway. The Daytona 500 is coming up very, very quickly. We'll find out all the exciting details of what's going on with the big race this year with the president, Frank Kelleher. I really hope I'm saying that right. We'll ask him next on more Senning Show. Keep it locked to the bone.
I don't know why all the fuss about me. Nobody ever gave a before. All they did was doubt me. Now everybody wanna run their mouth and try to take shots at me.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Cruise from $199 plus get up to $500 onboard credit and kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free forever to learn more.
It's the discount that counts and the payment that matters at Ken Ganley Kia. Right now, take a flat $4,000 dealer discount off a new 2025 Kia Soul. $5,000 off a K4. $6,000 off a Telluride. $15,000 off an EV6. $15,000 off. Drive a new Kia from $99 lease per month. 25 K4 LXS. 24 months, $36.25 due at signing. 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $99 a month for a new Kia. But wait, there's more. Get up to $10,000 in finance savings when you buy a 2026 Kia with 0% for 5 full years, 0 down. At Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richie on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia NewportRichie.com.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento, 0% APR, 1667 per 1,000 financed versus 8% APR plus tax tag title and doc fee unapproved. Credit through CAMAP expires 3/2/26.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com. This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Energy, the product you dip between your cheek and your gum. I love it. It gets me juiced up every single day. That alert, energized, tingly feeling that I can't find anywhere else. I'm going to tell you more about it in just a moment, because I believe when I answer this phone call, you want to talk about a big figure in the Vroom Vroom community. He is the president of Daytona International Speedway. We're all looking forward to February 15th, Daytona 500. Frank Kelleher. I'm saying that right, Frank, right?
Yes, sir. You nailed it, man. Great to hear your voice.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
We're good. We're good. This place is ready to welcome in the NASCAR community. Cannot wait to go racing next week.
I'm so excited. We were doing the math last week, I think, and we did figure out that NASCAR has one of the shortest off seasons. So for those that are craving a little octane in their life, you don't really have to wait that long. And obviously with NASCAR, it's interesting because the Super Bowl of NASCAR kicks off the season, and I know that it is obviously all leading up to the 500 on Sunday. But tell us a little bit about what else is going on all week long leading up to the big race.
Yeah, man, the NASCAR season really only lasts for a minute. The Cup Stars were racing last night at Bowman Gray. It was fun to see Ryan Preece.
That was great.
Get a W last night. He was actually with me in Orlando a few weeks ago promoting the Daytona 500. But yeah, I mean, next week, the party starts on Tuesday across the street from the Speedway at One Daytona. We do a hauler parade. So all those 53-foot trailers that haul all the race cars down from Charlotte, they are going to be set up across the street from the Speedway next Tuesday for a free hauler parade event. So if you're in the area, come check that out on February 10th. And then on Wednesday will be Daytona 500 qualifying presented by Busch Light. So that'll determine who's going to start in position number 1 and number 2 for Sunday's Daytona 500. Then Wednesday, February 12th, is the duel at Daytona, the America 250 duel at Daytona, where we have 9 drivers competing for only 4 open positions. So the race matters. They're going to be beating the doors off of each other to see who gets in Sunday's race. Friday night's the Fresh from Florida 250, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And, man, that event is like turning out to be an all-star race. We're going to have Tony Stewart racing out there. Ricky Smoke is dusting off his NASCAR fire suit. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Travis Pastrana, Carson Hocevar, John Hunter Nemechek. And if you are a fan of Cletus is in Rockingham this week trying to pass a test with NASCAR to maybe race in the truck race on Friday. So keep your eyes on Friday. Saturday, action-packed day. We've got the ARCA Menard Series early afternoon, followed by the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. That green flag for that race will be right around 5 o'clock. But, man, all of that is just leading up to Thunderbirds in the air, Miranda Lambert on stage, Nate Benghazi, Grand Marshal, Kurt Russell behind the wheel of the pace car on Sunday for the Daytona 500. So everything that I just mentioned is just an appetizer leading into the main course of the 68th running of the Daytona 500, February 15th.
Just to, Frank, to give you a little look into what kind of show we are here, I think it was sometime before the 500, maybe a couple months before last year, my wife and I happened upon the Netflix series Full Speed and absolutely fell in love with it. I grew up watching NASCAR casually with my dad, the Gordon and Earnhardt days, but that show turned us into full-fledged super fans. We didn't miss a race all season. We covered the races in depth here on the show. And I have to say, especially with the big news of the change in the point system and returning to the chase, it feels like a new era in NASCAR and a great opportunity for people who maybe were fans in the past or maybe have never watched before to get involved and find out what NASCAR is all about. And if you didn't watch the Clash, starting with the Daytona 500 on February 15th.
No, I love to hear it. I'm glad that you enjoyed the Netflix series. It did a really nice job of showing the bigness of NASCAR, the personalities of the drivers, how fun they are, how gritty it is, and not to mention next Sunday, February 15th, Daytona 500, it will be the highest paying motorsport event in the country. It's a $31 million purse.
Whoa.
So if you are a fan in the stand, you are watching a $31 million event go down. That is a big payday from first place to last.
That's pretty impressive. Frank, are you allowed to say aloud, or would it be unprofessional? Do you ever root for anybody? Do you have somebody that you'd like to see win the 500, or are you just from an operational standpoint hope everything goes smooth and the weather cooperates and that's about as good as it gets? Or can we get you to make a pick?
Listen, I grew up my family's gas station service garage in Northeast PA. I grew up a race fan, going to dirt tracks my whole life. I won a few national championships with the WKA. So at the core, I am a race fan, but I got to keep it clean and just and hope and cheer on for a good race. So I won't be making any choices today.
Well, I'll say, man, I really became a huge Denny Hamlin fan last season, and to watch the way that it went down there in the final moments of the championship race for him not to win, and then obviously the brutal stuff that's happened in his personal life. I think even from your standpoint, a Denny Hamlin win would be an emotional, epic moment in motorsports that would probably go down in history forever.
Yeah, if Denny is joining us in Victory Lane, accepting an additional Harley J. Earl trophy, that no doubt will be a massive celebration and probably one of the biggest emotional events in Victory Lane.
Frank, I'm curious. We mentioned the Clash, and Dizzy and I were talking a little bit earlier and texting last night. Does it give you almost secondhand heartburn seeing what happened there this week? I mean, from a logistical standpoint, multiple weather delays with the snow, and then you have another weather delay in the middle of the race. Things not necessarily smooth throughout the whole process. Do you watch that secondhand and just feel bad for the crew at that track behind that operation having all those hiccups along the way?
My heart goes out to all of them. When Bill France opened up Daytona International Speedway in 1959, it was not to grow grass. It was to throw racing and throw some of the biggest and best motorsports events in the world. And we were the home of the Clash for so long that, it was a little bittersweet to see it leave. But, man, I do believe in moving the Clash around the country, moving it to L.A. for those years and now at Bowman Gray. I think it's a wonderful thing to take the sport and put it in front of new fans, as well as, make it a little bit easier on the race teams to get from Charlotte to Bowman Gray. But, as an operator in this role, you try to plan for everything, but I don't think snowfall was on the bingo card. So I think it was one heck of a race last night, and I think everyone is ready to warm up down here in the Sunshine State.
Yeah, it was a spectacle to see those mounds of snow in between the grandstands and the walls. It really was nothing that I had ever seen before. How much goes into thinking about the weather ahead of time? Hopefully blue skies on that day. Do you have, I would imagine, an entire meteorological team somewhere at the track leading up, trying to figure out and plan for exactly what's going to happen?
Yeah, we actually have I don't think he has a proper meteorologist title, but there is some higher education in the weather world, as well as we are on the hotline with the National Weather Service just for our day-to-day operation. I mean, when you just NASCAR racing experience, cars going around the track, or when it's Danny Wimmer presents Rockville and we've got festivals going on. So the weather is always on our radar, no pun intended, and we're definitely paying attention to it from a safety standpoint of getting fans in, or if we need to, move fans around because there's a lightning event. So it's something where we make space and we talk through our plan, and we just hope for the best that plan book ends up getting tossed in the recycling bin, after the event weekend's over, and that we didn't need it. So that's the hope.
If you want to get tickets, go now, DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com. Tickets to all of the different events. You talked about the Clash, and I find it so interesting because I think a lot of sports, maybe they don't not listen to their fans, but the way that NASCAR has listened to the fan base in changing the playoff format and going back to the chase has been pretty damn cool to see. Everything that I've seen from fans online, everyone believes that the Clash should be back at Daytona. And I would imagine, whether you'll say it aloud, that wouldn't be the worst thing ever either.
Hey, as I said, we're not here to grow grass. If there's an opportunity to host another NASCAR race, we would love it. And I'm glad you brought up the Chase as well, because I think the fact that it's no longer the playoff, it's the Chase, you now get 10 more points to win than you did last year, plus each stage is worth 10 points. So if you win stage 1, stage 2, and win the Daytona 500, you could leave here with 75 points. Or if you're being super aggressive and you end up wrecking early, you have a shot to leave Daytona in a massive points deficit. So with the win and you're in mentality being no more a factor, I think it'll be interesting to see how these athletes attack this 500-mile race.
Yeah, it's interesting, from my perspective specifically, because I kind of told you the story of how we found ourselves getting so into NASCAR, and that's obviously with the playoff scenario, what it was last year and years before. And I loved it. At least I thought I loved it. And then it comes down to you hear the voices like Denny Hamlin on his podcast talk about, there's just not a big enough sample size to crown a champion. And then you end up at a championship race like last year where all hell breaks loose. And that really kind of drove home why one race doesn't necessarily really work in motorsport. So I'm very, very excited to see the return of the Chase, and it all gets started February 15th at the Daytona 500, DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com. You can get your tickets. We're big supporters of NASCAR here. If you ever need anything, keep us in mind, and thank you so much, Frank, for making time. He's Frank Kelleher. He's the president of Daytona International Speedway, and I appreciate and thank you for making time for us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
You bet. Bye-bye. Vroom, vroom.
I forgot Smoke was coming back to you.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, and then we've got. Hold on, let me see if I can say if I'm at liberty to say anything.
Oh.
I'm not at liberty to say anything. But
why did you fake check your phone?
Yeah. Well, because I needed to make sure that if I had a new text message that said we can go forward with it, then I would have talked about it.
Because it almost like you didn't look at your phone and you already had the.
I just had to see if I had a new text message right in that moment. I'll just say this: I'm trying to do something for the NASCAR Truck Series in St. Pete. Oh, that'd be so my vision, shouldn't talk about it, is a real life vroom vroom where we build some sort of, even if it's just an area with a pregame festivities, get the proper people involved, cook up some good food, have some beverages, all leading up to NASCAR's debut in St. Pete, the Truck Series. It's going to be so cool to see the NASCAR trucks on the street of St. Pete. I saw it today. They're already I think today they started putting the course together, and the actual racing, I think, is the weekend of the 28th. So I hope that we can do something. Either way, I'm gonna be out there, and it's really cool. And I have to imagine they're bringing in the trucks to see if it could one day make sense to bring in the cars to St. Pete.
Okay.
To bring in the actual.
It's like a trial run for that.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I would like to think that the Cup Series, they've done Chicago, which didn't really work out. And then this year, it should be pretty cool. They're doing it on an Air Force base in San Diego. They're making a street course on an Air Force base in San Diego. So St. Pete, it's a beautiful city. It can hold a lot of tourists. People come from up north, down below, and everywhere in between. I would love to see NASCAR, put some roots down here in St. Pete.
Controversial question.
Okay.
So feel free. I'm going to say it kind of quick, and you dump it if I.
Wow.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how I could ask that.
I don't have a problem with the question in general.
Yeah.
Just in such close proximity to the conversation we just had.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I'm going to reset it.
Yes.
The accident that Tony had with the guy that was walking on the track was not in a NASCAR event.
Okay.
That was in like on a small dirt track somewhere. Somewhere else. Fair question.
Yes, I get it though.
the way you worded it. Was, but no, that was and it's very, very big that Tony Stewart is coming back to NASCAR.
Yeah.
He has been an open critic of everything pertaining to NASCAR for probably the last 5 to 10 years. So the fact that he's coming back to be a part of the Truck Series is going to be pretty cool. You know who else? He didn't mention him by name, and I believe he's racing. Do you know who else races in the NASCAR Truck Series?
No.
Malcolm.
Oh, Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle. Frankie Muniz is and I think he's doing a full season. So you heard him say Travis Pastrana, Tony Stewart, Frankie Muniz, guys from the Cup Series like Carson Hocevar and others that'll be a part of it. We didn't get a chance to talk about it before we called, but man, that race last night, that was that's something else. They had such bad luck, first and foremost. It was supposed to happen on Saturday. It's in a football stadium. So there's a football field in the middle. It's a very, very, very short track for NASCAR. And so the speed's not really there. There were tons of crashes that slowed it down. And I don't know what the plan was. I don't know if it was always the plan, but it got delayed because of weather. I was actually pissed off because I was into it and I was watching it, even though it was very different. All of a sudden, I'm watching it. We're down to like the last 40 laps, and they go, we're now moving to FS. This was on Fox. It was on Fox National, broadcast television. We're now moving to Fox Sports, not 1, but Fox Sports 2. We're moving the race to Fox Sports 2, which I did not have in my house, so I did not get to watch the end of the race. But it was there was also the snow was melting on the side of the track, and it was turning into water and running down the track. So I think that's why there was so many crashes. But it was definitely different than anything else you will see in NASCAR. That's for sure.
I was watching it delayed because by the time I got the answer from you, I guess it might have been near done. But when I watched it, it seemed like it was near the beginning. Denny was not. I think he was at it he was further down than 5th. And I was not as interested, but what really got me is the speed they were going.
Yeah, the speed never really gets there. It's more like a mid-range bumper cars.
Yes.
Like they're bumping into each other and everybody was crashing. And
it's almost like they were all in first gear for the whole race. I'm like,
it would be great if they brought it back to Daytona. And they talks about the travel. You wouldn't have to travel very far if you only had to go from Daytona to Daytona. All right, don't go anywhere. We come back. We got plenty more program. I believe we're going to be joined by a gentleman who is behind the big barbecue beer. I don't know if I've got all my B's in order, but the barbecue beer and bourbon festival that's coming to Tampa. We'll touch base with him. He might bring us some food. They're doing something really cool that I saw on their website. I can't wait to talk about it. We'll do that and make way for John's Joints at 3 o'clock with Drew Garabo. So make sure you're keeping it locked to 102.5 The Bone. I wish they would call if they're out there listening. Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks, and they come with that double lifetime guarantee that's going to transfer when you sell your home. And now is your chance to be the next big winner. All you got to do is text the word WOW to 20129. That is WOW to 20129. For your chance to win $25,000. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. In new windows from Reese Windows. If you want to scope them out and get a quote, you can also do that. Check them out at reesewindows.com. Phone lines are wide open. If you're on hold, please hang tight. I'd love to take your call before we have our guest in a minute. 800-771-1025.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Chair.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
3 or 4 night cruises from $199 plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, for a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter. Or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights, at home or at work. We'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
So Valentine's Day is around the corner, and honestly, guys like me are already panicking about what to get. I mean, Carmen, I have no idea.
Well, listen, I have the answer, and it's not jewelry or flowers. It's Best Man Medical. Look, women talk about this all the time, even if we don't tell you. And size, it matters. It's a gift for her and a confidence boost for you. It's the elephant in the room, or I guess lack of one.
Like an elephant without a trunk. That doesn't sound good. No. Look, this is no different than a woman getting a breast enhancement, except this is a little secret just for the bedroom. Plus, it costs less than most breast surgeries. Dr. Zabrowski is a board-certified surgeon right here in Tampa.
And it's permanent. Call Best Man Medical today.
Get that 10% discount by mentioning Big Bone.
Schedule your free consultation at bestmanmedical.com.
And tell them Pap and Carmen from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
This Valentine's, surprise her with the most personal, most romantic, most meaningful gift ever. Beautiful jewelry from International Diamond Center. And when you do, we'll make sure you have all the bases covered with roses, chocolates, and a gift card for a romantic dinner, all on us. At IDC, we've put together a special selection of ready-to-wear gifts, from classics like diamonds and pendants and diamond earrings to stunning new creations from top bridal designers. Italian gold jewelry, rare gemstone jewelry. These are gifts that she'll enjoy not just for a day or two, but for decades to come. Come let our experts help you find the perfect gift. Spend as little as $199 and we'll give you the roses, chocolates, and a gift card for dinner at Bascom's Chop House. Or if you prefer, you can finance your Valentine's gift with 0 interest for 36 months. This Valentine's, let the experts at International Diamond Center show you how to say I love you louder than ever with a gift that shows how much you care. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. On approved credit.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
Post Malone presents the Big Ass Stadium Tour. Returns for Part 2 with special guests Jelly Roll and Carter Faith. 9-time Diamond Certified Phenomenon, Post Malone. Live at Raymond James Stadium Friday, May 29th. Presale for City Card members is available now at LiveNation.com. The Big Ass Stadium Tour Part 2. This time, it's even bigger.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Oh, hello. It's me, the calculator that lives inside of TaxSlayer. And let me tell you, I love numbers. 1040s, 1099s, W-2s, all of them. With TaxSlayer, anyone can file a federal return for just $22.99. You'll get 100% accuracy and your biggest possible refund guaranteed. Now those are great numbers. Need help along the way? We've got U.S.-based real human support. File by February 8th for just $22.99 and get the refund you deserve. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Get big game ready with the Mike O Show this Saturday at Furman Chevy Tarpon Springs Tailgate Party. The fun starts at 1 p.m. with food trucks and free lunch, tailgate games, and a chance to win, including a 75-inch TV, Hooters gift cards, a Yeti cooler, and more. Only at Furman Chevy in Tarpon Springs on US 19 or FurmanChevyTarponSprings.com.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah and Farah anytime. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
This is proper bourbon drinking music right here. On a Friday night, you put this song on, pour yourself a strong one. Don't be afraid to cry.
You really don't help that I really ain't been too good to myself. 'Cause I can't get past all this pain and depression I'm in.
This is Senning Show. My name's John Senning. He is Dizzy. Thank you to our buddy Sean Winters for setting up that Frank Kelleher interview. Exciting. NASCAR's back. Dude, I wrote myself a note 2 days ago, and then I never got to it, and then I heard it again. Are you hearing the commercials with Pat Pap and Carmen for the Best Man Medical?
I haven't heard the commercials. I've talked to Pat, you know, it's my boy. Never heard the commercials myself, though.
I just heard the commercial for the first time. I think I'm good. I'm not trying necessarily to add any inches or any girth. Like, I'm pretty comfy, but
okay. Good to know.
But how cool. Like, in the year 2026, the fact that we're adding inches in a legitimate way, I think is pretty damn cool. So Best Man Medical, scope them out. I don't know the inner workings of how they do it or where they pull the skin from to make it bigger and longer and thicker, but hey, why not give it a go?
Did you hear what the morning show's doing with that?
Oh, they're doing like a micro penis contest? Yeah, I did hear that. I mean, it's kind of surprising there hasn't been a more commonplace operation for that before. I mean, we're curing cancer. We're doing big things medically. Can we not add a few inches, add a little girth?
How hard could it be?
They say for every 30 pounds you lose, by the way, you gain an inch of wiener. So
that's not true.
Just saying. It is absolutely true.
That's not true. So Johnny just has the biggest hog right now. We don't know.
Well,
Johnny, get back in here. Let's see that thing.
Hold on.
There's no way that's true, bro. So you're saying Jared from Subway is in prison right now, the thing down to his ankles.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't actually get bigger. It's being held back by the fat. Like it's lost in the fat. Like think about this. And I'm so sorry to our next guest who's probably out there listening right now. They may want to turn back, but this is what we do. I'm sorry. You think it, we say it. The mound, the mound above, the pubic mound.
Yeah.
Like you carry fat there. So if that starts getting thinner and the fat goes away, then you got more to display.
Yeah, that's not what you said before, though.
Well, it's usable inches.
You said from the pounds you lose, you get an inch.
Usable inches. Hold on. Losing weight doesn't increase your actual anatomical penile length, but it can increase usable length, reducing the fat pad at the base, making it appear more exposed, with some men seeing an inch or more as they lose weight.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on the radio.
Not completely wrong. There was some wiggle room in
there. Was. I mean, I may have said it a little too matter-of-factly, but Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
This is Whit.
Whit?
Yep.
What up, Whit? Thanks for holding, man. What's on your mind today?
Oh, not much. I called earlier about the Dine and Dash stories, and I honestly forgot. I normally use the app, and I forgot I was on hold.
Oh, now you're here. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else on your mind? You having a good day? You in the need of a couple extra inches? Best Man Medical.
No. I'm having a wonderful day. But I tell you what, man. Can I share this story with you about a Dine and Dash story?
I don't want to rush you. We do have a guest coming in
I'll
2
be
minutes.
Quick.
So go. No pressure. Go.
So I worked at an improv up in Louisville, and we had Mike Epps there one weekend, and it was a free show Saturday night. And at the end of the show, right when they put up all the when they flashed him, and like he did all his marker, like all his like last jokes and everything, where he's supposed to get off stage. There was just something across the crowd. I don't know what happened, but like 350 people all just got up at the same time and walked out on all their tabs.
What?
Yes.
Do you think it was planned? Are you?
We never got to the bottom of it, but there's no way that it couldn't have been because it was so succinct. And one poor kid, James, got his face punched.
By trying to stop somebody from leaving?
Yeah, he just tapped him on the shoulder. He said, "Excuse me, sir," and the guy turned around and decked him. And when you have 300 people walking out of a theater, you can't get anybody to stop that.
Man,
so.
And you said Mike Epps, huh?
Mike Epps, yeah.
Mike Epps, yeah.
I haven't been able to watch this show ever since.
Yeah, Mike Epps. I see what you're laying down. I pick up what you're laying down.
We get it.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of wings that went unpaid?
Yeah. Was the lemon pepper flowing that night? A lot of incredible hopes.
I wasn't going that way with it.
Well, you did. You set the table, and now we're eating. Okay, so thank you, buddy.
No, I just say, all right.
I appreciate
all right, I'll let
you said it. You said it. I get it.
Yeah.
Blue Lives Matter. I feel you, dog. You watch the new Mike Epps stand-up?
I wanted to.
Yeah,
I like Mike Epps.
I do too. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it as well. I watched. Dude, we saw him open up for Adam Sandler, and I was blown away at how funny he was. Like, had no expectations. No, not Mike Epps. Sorry, I'm pivoting. I'm pivoting, and I didn't explain that I was pivoting. Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon. You know him.
I know him. Just the name
as
so
soon
bad.
as you see his face, you're gonna know exactly who he is.
Oh, yeah.
But so I was blown away at his set opening up for Adam Sandler, like maybe one of the best openers of all. So I was excited to see that he had a new stand-up special coming out. We watched it, and I got like 10 minutes in. It was horrific.
Really?
Like the way that it was shot and everything in between. How we doing? Bring it in. Who's David Walker?
Right there,
you're the
number
man.
4.
You're the man. Get on that mic right there.
4,
you can throw those headphones on.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How are you? Don't be afraid to get right up on
Hey,
that,
you know it. I love the bone. Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good, brother.
Dude, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no, we love it.
Dude, so tell us a little bit, first and foremost, about what you do and what your connection is to the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Festival that is taking over Curtis Hickson Park February 13th and 14th.
That's us. This is our 12th year here in Tampa, and I'm one of the producers, and we do about 10 of these through the country from Baltimore to Tampa. We're in Atlanta, Cary, Richmond, D.C., Baltimore.
Tampa's got to be your favorite, right?
Tampa's my favorite because I live here. This is my backyard.
Do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you have your
home
fingers in all those other locations as well, but you live in Tampa?
Correct.
Is this the first spot? Is this where it started?
No, the first one was in Baltimore about 17 years ago.
Man,
Yeah.
So beer, bourbon, and barbecue. There are really not three things better than those things. Let everybody know what they can expect the 13th and 14th at Curtis Hickson Park.
We always say 3 of the best of the bees.
Yeah, I can't think of any better. Well, I can think of one other, but
that's
I'll
what I always say.
it.
3 of the 4 of the best.
We're in mixed
Sorry.
company, so I'll keep it PG for now. Yeah.
So this is I brought in Senning. She's from Bubba Q Barbecue. We brought you guys
Hello.
some
Thank you so
food.
much.
And Senning at Bubba Q, they've got a bunch of stores too. They're out of Brandon area. Have been our partners a lot, and they were one of our vendors. We've got 6 great barbecue teams coming in, and we got 60 different beers and 40 bourbons minimum. So there's
Nice.
over 100 great products.
I saw this year, which this is one of my favorite things on planet Earth, and it's technically being presented by our sister station, the Eagle 107.3, the Eagle. Bandioki, you can win $1,000 prize if you, dude. I've done it one time.
Yeah,
doing live band karaoke is one of the coolest things ever. Like, you really do feel like a rock star, and we're giving away a big prize too.
And we have, one of the best cover bands in town, and these guys play in other great bands too. But they have a band called Swipe Right.
I see them on the schedule as well.
People probably know them. I mean, they're well known in the Bay Area. Some of the best players in town. So it's going to sound. They're going to make you sound amazing, even if you can't sing.
Do you think you could do? Can you pick? Like, is this something people have to sign up for ahead of time, or can you?
They need to go on the Eagle or go on Cox Media. I think there's a link on there, and just put yourself up there singing. We're going to choose 8.
Okay, so you pick 8 out of the people that enter,
correct,
and then they'll be the ones who perform.
And then they're going to be, and then we got the first place is $1,000, second is $500, and third is $200.
Very nice. And I do see as well on Saturday, I know a lot of people love these guys. They're always playing around town. The Black Honkies, local legends as well. So all sorts of different things going on. Talk to us a little bit about the options if you want to go. I would imagine there's a standard ticket and like a VIP ticket. What are the options and what do they get you?
So, we have a general admission ticket on Friday. Everyone gets in at the same time. So we're at 6 to 10 on the 13th. The 14th is noon to 6, but noon to 2 is VIP. And then general admission opens up at 2 o'clock. So there's some different ticket prices on that. And then you can just buy a ticket to come in where you don't allow to drink. We don't call it a designated driver, but it's a designated driver.
There we go.
So it's basically $25 to... I don't know, $79, I think, is your spread there.
Cool. And I'm looking here at the website. Is this the best place to send people? Tampa.beerandbourbon.com?
That's it. Or if you can't remember that, just go beerandbourbon.com, and you'll see Tampa as one of our cities, and click on there, straight to your tickets, and you're good to go.
I have to know, David, so you're the man behind the scenes. You're running the show, but the beer and the bourbon is flowing. Do you allow yourself a couple pops throughout the day, or is it when the show's over is when Daddy gets to have a treat?
Always a treat.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite bourbons are there. So
do you know off the top of your head?
I love Garrison Brothers. There's a Texas bourbon called Garrison Brothers that started about 14 years ago. And in fact, they're one of their first things they did was our show. We've seen them just grow crazy. And Mr. Garrison went up to Kentucky and learned the process and took it down to Hill Country down in Texas and makes this great bourbon called Garrison Brothers.
I see the list now. Definitely some heavy hitters in there. I see a lot of my favorite bottles as well. Four Roses, Caval, Whistle Pig, Old Elk. I actually, Mo just got me a really nice bottle of that Old Elk. Tons of different bourbons and beers and delicious barbecue. So make your plans.
Well,
Absolutely.
I mean, the best thing is when we first started this, no one really cared too much about the bourbons. It was all flavored vodkas at the time. So the bourbons were kind of, an
afterthought at that point.
And so we went to some of the master distillers from the beginning, Hill and
Buffalo
Trace and, all the ones there in Kentucky and made friends with, and they would come and do seminars at the show. We have a tasting theater. There'll be some seminars. And so it's just not, open up the gates and there's a lot there you can learn about tasting, and you'll get a tasting glass and it's unlimited tasting. So you're not having to buy anything. So it's just one ticket price for all your alcohol. And then if you want to get a general admission ticket, you'll have to purchase your barbecue, but with the VIP you get a plate of barbecue.
I can't think of many things better in this life than having some good bourbon and some good barbecue on a beautiful day at quite possibly one of the most beautiful locations in the Tampa Bay area, right there in Curtis Hickson. You're right by the water. It doesn't get any better.
It's been crazy how, we've sold out every year. Tampa's been such a, it's good living here. It makes me feel good.
And there's always stuff going on, especially great events like this. So make your plans. It's going to be a great, great time. It goes down the 13th and 14th, Curtis Hickson Park, Tampa.beerandbourbon.com. David Walker, thank you so much for sitting in with us for a minute, sharing all the details and bringing us some food as well. Shout out to Bubba Q. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're going to step aside for a moment. When we come back, we will dig into John's Joints, the news of the day, and much, much more. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
Up in Pocahontas in the cranberry glades, Ain't got bars nor the charge.
It's about Olympic time, and when Team USA is on, you can almost see the moment that a kid starts believing they could be the next big star. And now, while Xfinity can't guarantee you that, they can guarantee you something just as important, that your internet price won't change for 5 years. No contracts, no commitments. So while your kid is ordering gear online, streaming highlight reels, or video chatting with coaches, your Xfinity internet price will not budge. And who knows, by the time the next Olympic Winter Games come around, your kid might be ready to get in the mix. And guess what? You'll still be paying the same price for reliable Wi-Fi. And there's even more to enjoy with the Xfinity Gold Medal Celebration. Now through February 22nd, get the best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years guaranteed for just $50 a month. Plus, we're always talking about the streaming and how everything costs too much. How about Peacock Premium included for 2 years? That's $10.99 a month for a year. Xfinity, imagine that. Proud partner of Team USA.
I didn't need nothing around but a little bitty rattler and the universal sound.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back and right when you need it. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Do you realize how many tacos you can buy with $1,000? I'm not good at math, but it's got to be like 1 million of them. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Post Malone presents the Big Ass Stadium Tour. Returns for Part 2 with special guests Jelly Roll and Carter Faith. 9-time Diamond Certified Phenomenon, Post Malone. Live at Raymond James Stadium Friday, May 29th. Pre-sale for City Card members is available now at LiveNation.com. The Big Ass Stadium Tour Part 2. This time, it's even bigger.
It's free window February at Renewal by Andersen of Tampa and Sarasota. Check out this deal. Buy 4 replacement windows and doors. Get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, 0% interest for 12 months. Expires February 28th at Renewal by Andersen of Florida. They're going to do a great job at beautifying your home. Superior products, exceptional service. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army. Our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic.
With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
You or someone you know thinking about buying a home, tune in to the Lone Ranger radio show Saturdays from 11 to 12. Make no bones about it. It's the place to go for no-nonsense mortgage and real estate advice.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Smoke them if you got them. It's that time of the day, 3 o'clock, John's Joints. This is Senning Show. Shout out to David Walker, Bubba Q, and the rest of the crew that stopped by, brought in a bunch of great food. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. And the only way we know how to burn down these joints is with the viral sensation who I hear is getting death threats because of his post on social media where he highlights the fact that he is microwaving fish in the office. It might be flounder. It might be a steelhead trout. Could be salmon or anything in between. You know him. You might want to murder him. He's the DRG.
I just looked, and the first one I looked at is "Stuff It, You Scumbag." And that's one of the more mild ones I've gotten, John.
And what's funny is, I don't know your thoughts on it. These could be dormant casual Bone listeners, I think they're just reacting to nothing but the post.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't know how it got into the algorithm on Facebook yesterday, but
did that one blow up
too? Yeah.
They're almost all blowing up.
Yes.
I saw a couple over 400,000 views, over 30,000 views. I said to you right after it happened, I said, this is the thing. So many people do things that you think would be simple to go viral, and now this is a sure-proof plan to just keep the numbers up.
I had no idea that it would elicit such anger. I would respectfully crap in your food and put it back in the fridge. You're a massive TWAT.
Wow.
And those are some of the more mild ones. Some of them I would drag you to the parking lot, slit your throat, and when your widow comes to visit your grave, I would rape and kill her.
No!
I swear to you.
That should be flagged.
I just kind of like laugh and it's insane that people get so worked up over it.
Wow. And the funniest thing about it is I know for a fact if you were doing a different time frame, you would be you'd still be doing it.
Oh, I'd be rage baiting.
No.
Oh, what?
If you were in the building at a different time frame, you'd still be doing it.
Oh, yeah.
The twofold funny thing about the posts is by the time you microwave that up, well, no, first part, nobody's ever in the building anyways.
Right.
Second part, by the time you warm it up, there may be a lingering coworker or two, but the fact that it hits so well amongst people, or so bad, depending on who you are, is pretty damn funny.
Funny you should say that, because I was talking to Joj in the break room today, and I said, if we had an office full of people, I would still microwave my fish and Brussels sprouts, and if someone complained, I would stop doing it, because I'm sensitive to the desires and the sensitivities of my coworkers. But it's me, Mo, maybe Ethan, Jim Geiger.
Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Pat brought up a great point. He's like, it's office microwave. Are we not supposed to heat up food?
So you have
I
to,
get there's sensitive food smells that waft into the area, but how bad is it? I can't heat up my lunch and leftovers just because you don't like the smell of farts.
And if you're somebody who is, pescatarian leaning, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to just change the way that you eat and change your diet to ensure that nobody has to be mildly offended for a small period of time?
I'd lay an effing steamer right through the middle of your meal. These are great.
That was actually John Brennan.
Yeah, I do think that there's something to the over the top. Like some of them may actually want to murder you,
right?
But I think that there's some almost like an inside joke going on with a lot of them. Like, how over the top ridiculous can we be with our rage?
Yeah, this one dude who got really graphic with it yesterday, I responded with, "I'm going to make a wager that you've got a Hatchet Man sticker on the back of your vehicle." Whoop, whoop.
Oh, dude, why do you have to bring the Juggalos into it?
It was just the graphic description of how he would murder me, John.
Okay. So
that's what you people do.
It was more of an ode to the Juggalos rather than a diss.
Oh yeah, not a diss at all.
It was I know how you wicked folks get down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psychopathic records.
Yeah, I respect it.
Whoop, whoop.
John's Joints today being brought to you by marijuanadoctor.com. The joy, if you haven't experienced it, of walking into a beautiful dispensary that is well stocked with flower with THC contents over 30%, all of the different flavors of gummies and treats you could ever really imagine. You want a vape? They got them. They got these. If you're not in the game, the thing now is disposable vapes. You don't have to have a battery that you charge and screw it on. You have a vape that you just rip it until it's gone, and then you throw the whole thing away. And marijuanadoctor.com is the easiest way to get legit. You go, you sign up, book your appointment at one of the 40 locations across the state, Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, and many, many more. And use the code BONE30. It's a limited time discount we're running, and that will give you $30 off your initial certification. So what are you waiting on? Take the stress out of life, really, and get your medical marijuana card. Do it with marijuanadoctor.com and use the code BONE30 before this exclusive offer is gone.
You know what's weird? That we're a medicinal state and we do this. JP was talking today. They're, all free in New York. They cannot do commercials on it over there.
Really?
He said they're not allowed to, because he's reached out and they're like, no, we're not doing any of that. And he's like, I was like, we do it here. He's like, do you? I go, John, definitely.
Yeah. Well, we got some restrictions. You can talk about the doctors.
That is it. Like, we couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, if
Jungle Boys.
A Move or a Jungle Boys came to us and said, can you broadcast our specials and endorse us, we couldn't do that. But we can talk about, because it's still federally, because we are FCC regulated, it is still federally illegal. But there's always a workaround here and there. And I'm always looking for a workaround and a reach around.
Both of those.
Whichever one comes first. Man, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop when it comes to this Savannah Guthrie abduction situation. Law enforcement officials confirmed Thursday that blood found on the porch of Nancy Guthrie's home belonged to her, and that Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie and her siblings released a message the night before on social media in an attempt to contact the person or people responsible for her kidnapping the night before today. So let me just go ahead and play that. Did you see the clip? It's such a weird thing because I think that we a situation like this is so much like a movie that it's easy to forget that it's real people.
Right.
But when I watched this for the first time, I thought, something's not right.
We want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. We too have heard
This actually isn't the weird part, just before you judge me.
reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious.
This is actually a different clip than the one I saw. The sister. So she. If you haven't seen the video, she's sitting with the sister and the brother-in-law.
Okay.
Brother-in-law looks a little suspicious.
All right.
If I may say so. The sister. Not everybody's a public spokesperson.
Sure.
But so the sister starts talking.
Okay.
Hold on.
Joy in our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances.
I don't know what face you make when you're doing a video with your family about your kidnapped mother-in-law, but the brother-in-law, he just has this look like these bitches. Like he's kind of like looking down, down at the paper. I just want to say that's my first read.
Okay.
If it ends up being him,
He chooses joy day after day, despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief.
it could be the sister too. I'm just not. I'm not totally buying her. Totally not buying it. So they are saying that they believe that the ransom letters are real. During this press conference, FBI officials said they worked with the Guthrie family to produce the message that we saw last night after receiving the ransom demands that included details not disclosed to the public, indicating that they were genuine. John Edwards, not the guy that talks to dead people, but the assistant special agent for FBI's Tucson office, said they believe the ransom demands are genuine because of the facts associated with the case and a deadline with a monetary component. Edwards specified that one talked about an Apple Watch and one talked about a floodlight. Those were two things at the house and on her body that nobody would really know about.
Oh, tremendous rating spike for probably the Today Show.
It's just, I don't know who thinks that you can pull off. Like, it's almost unbelievable to think that somebody could think we're going to kidnap a famous person's parent and then just get the money we ask for and disappear. Like, to think, don't get me wrong, people have committed crimes that are very well thought out in just like Inside Man. I watched it over the weekend. Great movie. But like, I just think you would have to really have planned it out to believe that you can demand a ransom for a case of this magnitude, get the money, and then not end up in prison almost immediately.
That's a good point. I didn't really think that this is a poorly thought out heist if it is real. Like, you're not going to get away with it.
No.
There's just no way. And it's got to be somebody close to the family. I just think and that makes it even worse because I think that makes you even dumber because they always look at the family first. But the FBI is now offering, what was it yesterday? Do you remember what the?
No.
I remember being just totally blown away at the, no offense, weak ass.
It was like $20,000 or something.
No, it was less than that. It was like $2,500 or something.
Oh yeah, because you said
I said
like,
I'd give
you
up
would put
20 grand.
Yeah.
The FBI is now offering a $50,000 reward for any tip that leads to the recovery of Nancy Guthrie or to an arrest and prosecution of anybody involved in her kidnapping. Dude, imagine, you're talking real next level criminal here.
Yeah.
You somehow are the one connected. You're connected to the actual kidnapping and you get your ransom and you somehow make it away. But you also, in that circle, is the person who gives the information that leads to the reward. So not only do you get the ransom money, you get the $50,000 reward money when you tell them that you know where she is.
This sounds like a really good thriller.
It's not me, by the way.
May I circle back to something?
Yes.
You watched Inside Man over the weekend?
Yes.
What a film.
It's good. I found out it wasn't the movie that you guys told me to watch, though.
Oh.
You guys told me to watch Man on Fire, I think.
No, we told you to watch Inside Man.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The bank
we were
heist
talking
movie?
about bank movies, yes.
Yeah.
It was, did he get away with it?
Yeah.
He did get away with it. That being said.
Walked right out the front door like he said he would.
Great. Oh, yeah, and then he bumped into him and he
Gave him the diamond.
Gave him the diamond. But the thing about it that I had a problem with was, so they go in and they clearly know what they were doing. Like, they know what they were doing. They all went out together. So they knew that they had the criminals in the group of people.
Right.
You're telling me that they wouldn't knock down a wall or get some sort of thing that read into the wall? Like, you wouldn't do everything that you possibly could to ensure that they weren't somewhere in that structure? Like, I just think, because also, wouldn't the people know? I guess it would be hard to know. So I'm just thinking from the investigative standpoint, if you knew how many people were in the bank that were patrons and all of those people that got, were there for the bank robbery, they would be able to tell you how many bank robbers there were.
Yeah.
And then you would be able to do easy math and realize you're one person short.
No, because weren't they were switching them in and out, so they didn't have a like, you're talking about the hostages would know the numbers.
Yeah, they wouldn't know the exact number of robbers.
Because remember, they would literally take them out and they'd pretend to scream, put on the stuff, and then
they're all in different places, seeing different robbers.
I'm going to be honest, I fell asleep a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe for like 5 minutes. It was just, early, we put it on like early in the morning, so I was, I saw the end though. The end was really all I felt like I needed to see.
Hot take from JoJo today on JP Show. She said that if this were her mom, she would not want her mom to make it home. She would want the kidnappers to just, take her out, because she goes,
what?
And I was like, yes. Like, what do you mean? She goes, well,
JoJo loves her mom.
I was gonna say, are we finding out that JoJo hates her mom? What?
She said at that age, she would not want her mom to have to live with that going forward, surviving that, and then dealing with like the PTSD.
But you also don't know what they're doing to her. I mean, we do know at this point, I will say at the very least, she's bloodied.
Oh,
so they probably did beat the hell out of her or do something.
Sure.
But who knows? They could have just had to rough her up a little bit to get her in the car, a little bit of blood loss, and now she's straight chilling. They probably got Netflix on for her, and
84.
Is that what you watched, Inside Man on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, because I tried to find it. I searched an Inside Man. Heated Rivalry came up.
I still haven't watched it.
Me either.
We keep talking about it,
know.
and I don't know what it is that's not leading me to
I'm surprised you guys didn't have a watch party together.
Yeah, we really should have.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Missed opportunity.
It really is. I said it.
Jadita,
I said the other day that the only good part of this news is that hopefully it is the end of the debacle. The fact that the MLB commissioner was there, the fact that Ron DeSantis was there, but the Rays released renderings of a proposed $2.3 billion ballpark and mixed-use district at Hillsborough College Dale Mabry campus. County and college leaders approved the initial agreements and are now beginning funding talks and community engagement. The project could generate $34 billion with a B dollars in economic impact and add nearly 11,900 jobs. The Rays and Hillsborough County are targeting for a 2029 season. That doesn't seem possible.
No way.
How would
3 years?
I'm looking at these pictures and I'm thinking, you're gonna start today? Like the moment that they start still feels like it would be far away.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people from St. Pete. It was the talk at the gym this morning of people just being bummed out that they're gonna leave St. Pete. And I feel for that element of it. But mostly I feel for the fact that I just think this area is not really built to be an entertainment. I'm looking at the pictures and it's like 2029 is insane. I think they've put up entirely new high rises all around. Like they've built an entire city around the area. So if that's what people want, then good on you.
Two things. Number one, I can barely concentrate on what you're saying when I see your muscles ripple when you point at that thing. I've never seen them before like that. My God almighty. Holy cow.
Yeah, give us a flex.
Secondly, totally forgot my second point because your muscles. No, I'm just kidding. I'm at the point in my advanced age where I read newspaper columnists online.
Somebody got anything good?
Yeah, this dude who writes for the Tampa Bay Times, and I'm sorry I don't know your name, sir, is talking about how the Bucks promised all these things when they built Ray J for them, how they were going to pay the city back and all this. Never did. The Buccaneers worked out a deal where they get parking revenue from every event at Ray J, and they've given very little. Do you know a nickname for that HCC campus? This guy used it in his article. It's the greatest nickname I've heard in a long time. Think about it. It's location. It's a school. It's kind of a sarcastic nickname.
Stripper Academy.
You're close.
Dirty.
Colder.
Dirty Dale. Dirty Dale's.
It's got Dale in it.
Dale.
Discount Dale?
It's a community college.
Derelict Dale.
Now you're so close. It rhymes.
Dale Fail. Fail Mabry.
No.
Fail Mabry's good.
That's good. Yale on Dale.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Hillsborough Community College, Yale on Dale.
And so I mentioned it very, very briefly, and I only saw it as a blurb on X right after this initial conversation started, where the Glazers released a statement, and the way it was perceived was that they weren't happy. They weren't happy with this possibility because a lot of the parking is there. Like that HCC campus is a huge parking area for people when people go to anything at Raymond James. So I would imagine there will be new parking garages put up, which parking garages are a disaster when it comes to getting out of at events. But I think that this will majorly affect the Buccaneers, and I'd love to be a fly on the wall if there are conversations going on between Hillsborough County and the Rays and the Glazers, because maybe they've changed their tune. But the initial statement was kind of like, there are a lot of things that this could affect, and we've got our eyes on it.
You know what would be a cool idea, and it could probably never practically work? If you were to have a stadium on an island, and then, like, you could have ferry boats. You'd park your vehicle where there are giant ferry boats or cruise ships.
Are we talking about boats, the kind of boats you pull your car onto?
No. Passenger boats. Like, you park your car in the cruise terminal, and the only way to get to the stadium is to get on a boat, and they shuttle you all there.
That would be insane.
Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be fun. Logistically, for a man who likes to get out of a parking lot soon, I don't know how I feel about waiting for a boat to have to take me back to my car, but
probably less time than it takes to get an Uber at Ray J. Am I right?
Watching the game at Rikers Island. I'm waiting for the boat to come back around.
There you go.
I'm trying to see. Oh man, it's not back up yet because the Cross Bay Ferry. You made me think of that. The one that goes from St. Pete. I think it would. I can't believe I never did it. Like for a Lightning game to be able to hop on the boat at Vinoy Park down there and then take the boat across. So it's shut down completely right now. But the Hubbards, who owns Hubbard's Marina, and they do tons of like conservation work in the waterways locally. They bought it. They bought the Cross Bay Ferry from St. Pete to Tampa, and they're supposedly going to put a bunch of money into it. And I think even have more boats. Cool. And have it be moving a lot. I'm trying to see if I can find it. The Cross Bay Ferry service was terminated after the previous operator wanted to swap out the ferry with a slower boat. The boat would have taken twice as long to cross the bay, which violated the agreement that they signed with Hillsborough County. So Hillsborough County, terminated it. And the U.S. Department of Transportation approved the transfer of a $5 million grant from the Hillsborough County Transit to Pinellas County. So now Pinellas County is in on it. And the Hubbard family, who owns Hubbard's Marina and have operated passenger boats, are taking it over.
Huh. Bertie got us 2 tickets on that Key West Express for Christmas.
We got them too. She turned Danielle on to the deal that they were running, and we have them. I have no idea when we're going to use them or when we're going to go, but we have a pair of tickets too.
Bro, Fantasy Fest.
What is that? Just like a big?
I heard it's like an insane freak fest.
Like effing in the streets?
No, no.
Is it like hedonism?
Yeah, like nudity. I don't think.
Well, I don't know what goes on in these communities. I'm just trying to get a read on the situation.
Just asking questions.
Yeah, it is. When I tell people who are Keys people that know me that I've never been to the Keys, they go, that doesn't even compute.
Yeah, you are a Keys guy.
Yeah. And I can see me. There's a couple people I've heard talk about it. I think Joe Samba, who we love, and then I also heard Nick Swartzen, the comedian. There's this phenomenon where people go to the Keys and they never leave. Like that happened with both of them. They went and visited, And then they just ended up moving there. Like Nick Swartzen was somebody who's like, I went on a vacation there. He's like, and I never left.
To your point, my buddy Bill Murphy, who owns Fairville, a mega store in Orlando, went down to the Keys and loved it so much. He's like, I am going to build a Fairville. Not only do that, he gave himself flying lessons so he could fly from Orlando, and then he just moved
right
to the Keys. People love it.
Dude, that'd be pretty sweet. It'd be sweet to take a one of those seaplanes down to the Keys, so you fly off the water and then land right there.
Oh yeah.
I guess I take for granted. I think so much about. I was actually talking to Bob Murray from Furman Ford.
Yeah,
he big Keys guy, and I said, sometimes when I go and plan on vacations, I like to get away. He goes, yeah, that's the point. He said there are the areas of the Keys where Key West and there's a lot going on. He goes, but you can find so many places in the Keys where you don't see anybody. Like you're just on the water without a neighbor, open water in front of you. So I think maybe that element of the Keys is something that I don't really think about, is the serenity of it. I always think of the debauchery and what's it called? What's the street called?
That is Duval Street.
Duval Street. You were there not long ago. I remember you went there
a couple years ago. Yeah.
What did you think while you were there?
It was pretty nice. I when you guys are all mentioning this, I don't get the draw of now we're just riding Vespas and everything everywhere. I like my car. I like to go where I want.
Because are there no cars on the streets?
It's not that there's no cars. It's a lot more rare, right? Because everything's so close. People rather, not drive gas guzzlers everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I disagree.
That's the first place to get evacuated, right? When, hurricanes come and stuff. So I don't see the draw enough for me. It is beautiful, though.
Portnoy, bought that house down there, and I heard him doing an interview about you buy this house that I think it ended up being $27 million. Yep. You cannot insure it. You cannot insure it because of where it sits. It's just a crazy thing. So that's quite the investment. Well, he's a gambler. So, man, when it comes to the Super Bowl, this is my favorite storyline. Before we talk about this, let me ask this question. I think maybe I already asked it. Does this feel like the least hyped, least talked about Super Bowl? We are 4 days away.
Yeah.
And I don't feel anything. I would normally just feel a general buzz, and it's just not there.
There's no rivalry. There's no real huge stars to be like, it's this versus this guy. So.
No controversy, no standout moment.
Yeah.
And the thing that I was going through my mind was, I don't know how to put this perfectly into words, but if you think of teams that don't have much of a fan base outside of their city, if you could quantify that, I bet you Seattle is somewhere near the top of that list.
Yeah.
Like they had the Legion of Boom era and Marshawn Lynch, and I think they probably got a lot of eyes on him then. But I bet you when you get outside of the Pacific Northwest, when it comes to tried and true Seahawks fans, you don't find them like you find other teams' fans throughout the country. And now with the Patriots, they obviously have a huge fan base, but this is still such a new look team.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Maybe the fact that they came out of left field is almost working against them with hype.
Well, I think once people get a hold of Bad Bunny in the halftime, their excitement's going to be off the charts.
Bad Bunny. But my favorite story in and around the Super Bowl pertains to the fact that there could be an electrical substation that nobody will go near because they think it will cause you to be injured. This story from NBC News: if you take a left out of Gate C at Levi Stadium, navigate down Bill Walsh Way toward the San Francisco 49ers practice facility, you come upon an unsightly piece of infrastructure, an electrical substation. Tens of thousands of these across the nation, but none are being talked about as much as this one, because in an injury-filled season for the 49ers, it has propelled an unfounded, as they say, theory that this substation next to the team's practice facility is responsible for the ailments. What started out as an inside joke among players garnered public attention last month and has spread like wildfire on social media. You guys know you got two teams coming into town. Nobody's practicing at the Niners practice facility, which it's crazy, but if it's a 2% chance, if it's a 1% chance, do you want to do you want to take it?
No, and I'm starting to think about all the sports teams that have more injuries than other. Like my Orlando Magic have been decimated by injuries. Are they practicing near a substation?
Oh, I like that. What if there was like a massive study that found out like teams with major injuries, injury prone, like something was a 5G tower near there, or whatever the hell it could be. Since all this came to light, 49ers general manager, former Buck, John Lynch, said that the conjecture is worth looking into, though the NFL's chief medical officer has repeatedly downplayed the possibility that the substation in Santa Clara, California, could pose an injury risk.
So logistically, how would that work? How would electricity lead to a more propensity to get injured?
Well,
I just don't know.
You know.
Oh, electricity?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The electricity gets up in the bones.
Okay.
You know, like that.
All right.
Something like that.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, electricity.
Substation causes injury. Well, like electricity, the bones, and the
vibration.
A lot of people, a lot of rumors said that when I was training for the kickball tournament, I did happen to do it on the grounds of a substation.
Boy, I tell you, I felt so bad yesterday when I was driving and listening to you talk about that. And when John said, and this was deliberate, everything he does is, when he said, he'll never forget that the only people who looked out for him were like a couple of people.
We went through this a million times. We've crossed this bridge and I've made peace with it. I wasn't saying anything purposefully.
I know.
I was just restating the way that I felt on that day. And yeah.
We wanted to win, okay? Like our thing was to win.
Yeah. Winning means everything. More than friendship and
there's no John in teams.
General consideration.
It was an epic comeback. I mean, we were down like 5-0, and then we loaded up the bait. I don't want to.
It was like he said I felt so bad, and then he started going
to
all
explain
the reasons
why
going into all the reasons that everyone's behavior was warranted. Which
win or lose,
it was.
Win or go home.
No, everything is fine. I can't figure out an actual reason why, like the scientific reason on why that is a thing.
Okay.
I do apologize.
Sorry. No, I apologize. I'm sorry.
So this is not. This is somewhat big game related, but not really. They announced the big turning point. Kid Rock. Which, by the way, turning point. Like they seem like a big. You couldn't do any better. I love Kid Rock. I mean, I Kid Rock. I don't like what he's become, but I obviously have an appreciation for Kid Rock.
Sure.
Him being a part of it makes sense for what they're trying to do.
On brand.
You couldn't get like a secondary, like nobody was willing to answer the call. I mean, you have
Morgan Wallen.
Like I don't know. The problem is it's such a political statement. Even if he got Stained.
He would do it.
I mean, maybe all the guys in Stained wouldn't do it, but I happened upon a video last night on social media, and I thought for sure that it was just something pumped into my algorithm that was fake, knowing my allegiances in the music world.
But
it's not fake.
Is it the underage?
No. But that is interesting because it's come to light many different times.
Yeah.
Somebody is 100% pushing that narrative now. It was on, I saw Us Weekly and other publications. Do you know about this lyric from Kid Rock song?
No.
He has a song, which bizarrely, was that a kid's movie or was it an adult cartoon?
No, I think it was, Osmosis Jones?
Osmosis Jones.
It was both. It was like a kid's cartoon, but with some adult humor in it.
Oh, did it? I can't remember it that well.
Let me see the rate. It was PG, so it was a kid's movie. So he said the lyric is, I don't have it in front of me, but something about being underage. Some people say that it's statutory. I say that it's mandatory.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
Just to be fair, the Beastie Boys on their first album, The Girls I Like, are underage.
I mean, I'm not here to support those words.
Of course not.
But we go back in time all the time to these songs. The freaking Benny Mardones?
Yeah. Benny the Bar.
She's only... How old was she?
She's just 16 years old.
She's just 16 years old. He snuck in her room and he kidnapped her, and everybody loved it. It was a bop. I mean, rockers were doing it.
It's how my parents met.
Exactly, dude. Me and Diz wouldn't be born if it wasn't for creepy men getting underage girls. Like that's what this country's built on.
This country was built on that for sure, John. I would agree with that.
Mormon religion wouldn't exist.
Nothing is more American than apple pie and
underage poon.
So that's being pushed, but no, it said huge feud between Kid Rock and Zach Bryan.
Oh no!
And I thought for sure this is fake. This is absolutely right. This is absolutely fake news. Not fake news. Oh. Not fake news at all.
What's going on?
So,
and what team are you on?
It was a
question.
I'll bury the lead quickly. Zach Bryan, and it's not even close.
Oh.
Kid Rock. I love his music when I was younger. When I hear it, it's nostalgic. I don't think he's put anything out in the last however many years that I actually appreciated. Zach Bryan's music I connect with on a much, much, much deeper level. It's more important to me as a person.
So Zach Bryan, John Senning fan, Kid Rock, New Age Shooter fan.
Yeah, that's exactly. Dude, you nailed it. That is my New Age Shooter era. So I think we even touched on it. I might have even played a clip, maybe even earlier this week. Kid Rock spoke in front of Congress about the ticket drama and about all the ticket pricing and everything along with it.
Yeah.
So Kid Rock posted the video of his congressional testimony. Buried in the comments was a comment from Zach Bryan. Actually, Zach Bryan. And the thing is like this headline says, head-scratching response from Zach Bryan.
Okay.
His comment was, "Are you effing kidding me?"
Made me scratch my head.
So, because I'm an apologist and a simp, I immediately think, like, there's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Zach Bryan, for those that don't know, in the modern era, there's been a handful of artists that have fought really hard. He fought really hard. He left and boycotted Ticketmaster to try and make things right. He went to Axis for his tickets for a few years. It was a complete debacle. It didn't work out. He released a live album called All My Homies Hate Ticketmaster. It's kind of been part of his thing. So he is technically on the side of Kid Rock. I just don't know exactly what he meant when he said that. I'm thinking, if I'm the Zach Bryan whisperer, he's thinking, with your relationship with the president and everything that you know, like almost this is performative in that. And there's also the part of, really, Kid Rock's going to be the guy to speak up for artists. Like, I think those are maybe where he was coming from with "Are you effing kidding me?"
That makes sense. Isn't it great that one of your favorite artists and one of my favorite artists are like two of the only artists to take on Ticketmaster with me, The Cure, with you, Zach Bryan?
And the sad part about Zach Bryan is he had to give up. He came out and released a statement and just said, I can't fight it. If I want to do these stadium shows, I either do these big shows for people or we don't. And that's it. But you can't do a stadium show with tickets from anybody else other than Ticketmaster.
Yeah, and to be fair, The Cure is not doing stadium shows, even though they did win a Grammy the other night.
Not anymore.
Because of Ticketmaster?
Oh, no, I just didn't know. Did they ever do
a stadium show?
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point they played stadiums.
They seem like they should have been on the bill with Oasis. What? That wasn't a joke.
Okay. No, they Oasis would open up for The Cure.
Oh.
Where?
England.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, plenty more joints to fire up. Dude, this one's a doozy. How did a vet tech rescue an abandoned dog and end up charged with a crime and fired from her job?
Oh, no.
I'll tell you about it next in John's Joints.
Spent 14 days drying out and 40 days sober, smoking cigarettes and quoting Bible verses on the sofa.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's the return of Mardi Gras at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. And The Bone is sending you. Now through March 1st, experience Big Easy entertainment, over 25 Cajun flavors, and thrilling coasters every Saturday and Sunday. It's Mardi Gras-style entertainment for the whole family. Savor the flavors of the Bayou with over 25 mouth-watering menu items, like shrimp and grits and iconic warm beignets that all pair perfectly with world-class roller coasters, thrilling rides, and fun for the whole family. Listen for your chance to score Mardi Gras at Busch Gardens. More chances to win on theboneonline.com and the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, major backups continue from a crash along northbound US 19 approaching Haynes Bayshore. Expect delays back to Almerton. There's also an accident further north along Belcher at Alderman. In Hillsborough, there's some blockage involved with a wreck along Dr. King at 50th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Get big game ready this Saturday at Furman Chevy Tarpon Springs Super Saturday Sales Event. Purchase or lease any new Chevrolet and get a 70-inch Roku TV just in time for the big game. Only at Furman Chevy in Tarpon Springs on US 19 or FurmanChevyTarponSprings.com.
Hi, folks. Phil Esposito here, Hockey Hall of Famer. Well, who knew that I was going to go a little bit deaf? I lost my hearing a little bit. People kept telling me, what's wrong with you? You can't hear. So guess what? They were right. I went to Audibel. Audibel took care of me. It was incredible. Audibel, they are terrific. And by the way, Audibel's a proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Book your free hearing test now at FloridaHearing.com. Hear better, live better.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas. And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe in having a real live person answer the phone when you call. We believe in presenting you with all your options and giving you our upfront price that doesn't magically change mid-job. We believe in never disrupting your household, but treating your home like our own. Because at Bolt Electric, we believe we really are in the customer service business. We just happen to be great electricians.
Get a great electrician
From Bolt.
online at boltelectric.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Cruise from $199 plus get up to $500 onboard credit and kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Are you getting engaged or looking for the perfect Valentine's Day gift? Then you know where to go, the Gold and Diamond Source, where they have the largest selection of engagement rings and only natural diamonds. Look, it takes billions of years to form natural diamonds. You don't want something that was made in a factory 2 weeks ago. And remember, at the Gold and Diamond Source, your diamonds never lose their value. You can always trade up your Gold and Diamond Source diamond for a bigger, better diamond. 0% financing for up to 5 years. That means if you walk in there and spend $5,000, that's only going to cost you $83 a month. And this Friday is the Valentine's Day $1,000 gift card match. Buy up to a $1,000 gift card and they'll match it, giving you up to $2,000 in immediate spending power. This Valentine's Day, if you're looking for a diamond, you got to make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
This ain't pop. This ain't pretty. This is Southern hospitality. The Black Crows, Whiskey Myers, blues-soaked guitars, outlaw swagger. Rock and roll the way it was meant to be. Loud, raw, and real. The Southern Hospitality Tour. The Black Crows. Whiskey Myers. May 31st, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including TPA benefits.
Hey, it's John Senning. Pre-game for the big game with me and 102.5 The Bone at the Big Game Barbecue at Wild Fork St. Pete this Saturday from noon to 2. Score your chance to win a Yeti cooler, a massive 75-inch TV, or a $150 Wild Fork gift card. Big eats, big prizes, and big game energy at Wild Fork St. Pete.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul DeLegato. Another cold night tonight. Clear skies, lows in town in the low 40s, many 30s inland. Then coming up on Friday, good-looking day. A little cold in the morning, moderating during the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, and high temperatures getting up around 60 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Screen door cracked, ball game on. Man on the porch singing baritone. Tan line leads to that gentle place between a collarbone and a stone cold face.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. We do it every afternoon in the 3 o'clock hour. You know, in the biz, they call it a crossover. We get you nice and lubed up and loose for Drew Garabo Live, headed your way in about 15 minutes. I do want to remind folks again, this Saturday, Wild Fork in St. Pete, 12 to 2, bringing big game energy. You guys have both experienced it, actually. The Argentinian grill with Chef Oliver. When they come out, it is a spectacle of meat. You can try all sorts of different cuts of meat in the same place, cooked just masterfully. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, because we're giving away a 75-inch TV, we're giving away a big old Yeti, and a $150 gift card to Wild Fork. 12 to 2, Wild Fork, St. Pete. Make your plans. I'm trying and hoping that it'll be a big scene right there in St. Petersburg. So make your plans if you haven't already.
You know I'm an egg guy, right?
Yeah, big green egg.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And there's nothing that they could do that's going to be as cool as what that dude has. Yeah. But when you said big game energy, BGE.
Oh, how somebody hasn't figured that out already.
Right.
We used to have, it seems like those grill companies are always changing up their people. Because, you know, that was, I think Ian forever, I think Beckles forever had a big green egg thing. And then Dr.
Ray
Barbecue was a big green egg guy. So maybe next year's the BGE year.
I love the BGE.
They really, really interest me. The only problem that I have is that, like, on a weekday night, if I want to grill something, like, I'm making it sound like it's a huge menagerie, but you do have to start the charcoal and give it some time, and it's not just plug and play like a...
It's not that hard, but I'm just like you. It seems like an ordeal, but it really only takes like 15 minutes to warm it up.
Yeah, I'm just I gotta get over that. I gotta get over that hump in my life, because you and people smoke on them too, right? You can essentially do anything.
Oh, you can cook a pizza on it. You can do anything. Shout out to Pasco Patio. They're the one who sold me mine and delivered it. They were real nice guys.
Hell yeah! A North Carolina veterinary technician has been charged and fired from her job after she rescued a dog that was abandoned in the cold winter weather, but failed to hand the pooch over to animal control. Dason Garner has been left completely broken as she faces charges for keeping a stray animal, failure to surrender, and interfering with law enforcement over her what she thought was a good deed. Garner says she was punished for her act of compassion in rescuing the pooch from brutal conditions after a harsh snowstorm barreled across Wilson, North Carolina. The now former vet tech saw doorbell footage of a person later identified as Ashley Baker walking up to a neighbor's front porch and dropping off the shaggy canine and then scurrying away. According to the video that has been obtained by the news, I was only trying to help a dog who was suffering cold and in need. I acted out of compassion, instinct, and love for an animal that could not help itself, she wrote on Facebook. To now be wrongfully charged for doing what I believed was the right thing has caused deep emotional pain that I carry. Being punished for trying to protect a vulnerable dog has left me feeling devastated, confused, all right, a little bit of drama queen here, and betrayed by a system that was supposed to value life and kindness. So there was the big storm came through, cold weather, snow, all of that. Garner took in the sweet dog and called animal control to report the deserted pet.
Okay.
Only to be told to bring the animal down for investigation. She refused the order.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you. Yeah.
Claiming that with her expertise, she knew that her home would be a better and safer place for the abandoned animal.
That's fair.
In her condition, and as a vet tech and a groomer, I don't foresee her coming like that. She wouldn't stand a chance in a shelter. It was heartbreaking, she said. I don't understand how you can do that to something so lovable, so sweet. She eventually made contact with the rightful owner of the dog, who had been missing for over 2 months, reuniting with the human with their pup. And she's since been charged with abandonment of an animal.
But she didn't abandon it, right?
Sorry. Is that the owner of the? I'm getting my names mixed up here.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's the owner of the animal.
Oh.
Baker is the owner of the original dog, who was charged with abandonment of an animal. Garner claims the aftermath of rescuing the dog has taken a mental toll, causing her to have constant anxiety, all these different things. And because they told her to bring the dog there and she didn't, they charged her. This almost seems fake.
She had her heart in the right place. She's just looking out for the abandoned dog, right?
Yeah, but if the dog was left out by the owners and you thought, oh my God, this poor thing, how could they do that? Why would you give it back to those owners who clearly neglect their animal?
Boom.
Because she said she was doing the right thing because the dog wouldn't be good in basically the system.
Yeah.
Which I think the average person, I don't think that's that crazy of a thought. Like if you called animal control and you really wanted to ensure that this dog lived and they said, bring it here, I think my thought would be, well, they're gonna put this dog down.
Exactly.
I would agree with you, but I wouldn't give it back to the. If anything, why don't you just? I guess you don't want another dog, but it seems weird to return it to the place that neglected it.
Yeah, if your choice is give it back to the negligent owners or surrender to the shelter, I think you have to surrender it to the shelter.
I would assume, even as bad as it sounds, even if they put it down, what's worse? They put it down in a medical, like more proper way, or it dies being
slowly
neglected.
left it. So I guess that's the charge, is that she gave it back to the owner that committed a crime in the first place for abandoning the animal. So does that mean she had it for 2 months? Because she said she saw somebody leave it on the camera footage.
I thought that was the owner.
No, that was the lady who found it, who said she saw somebody leave it on her doorbell footage. So maybe that was when they originally left it, and maybe she's been holding on to it for 2 months.
Could be. I mean, if you surrender to the shelter and they euthanize it, you can just let them keep the ashes. No big deal. What do you need with ashes? What do you need with cremains?
I've heard people do that. I don't know who, but some people do. We talked about it a few weeks ago on the show, this idea of a giant cruise terminal that they want to build in Manatee County. I didn't really love the idea of taking more of our beautiful waterways and areas that are protected and turning it into a big cruise terminal. And now they're trying to do hotels and all sorts of things like that. This thing is dirty, dirty, dirty. Manatee County leaders are speaking out after what they describe as harassment and threats aimed at county employees and their children over a proposed cruise terminal near the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. In a statement released Wednesday, County Administrator Charlie Bishop said staff members have been targeted as debate over the project grows. In some cases, the targets were staff members' kids. No county employee should be harassed for performing the professional duties. No child should ever be targeted because of where their parent works. These actions must stop. The proposal involves a privately developed cruise ship terminal on the Gulf side of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge near Terracea Bay. And according to the pre-application, the developer is seeking early guidance on a large-scale plan amendment that would shift the land from being protected to heavy industrial designation. Like, no duh, people are going to be against it. And to think that the people behind the project are now threatening those in zoning and in the decision-making process, I bet you that happens more than we'd like to know.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think Manatee County is still kind of small-town feel, so it's not quite as easy to sweep it under the rug and more likely for people to speak out. But I bet you all the time when it comes to what's that called?
Development?
Nope. Yep. Eminent domain.
Oh.
I bet you with stuff like eminent domain and things like that, I bet you that they're making threats to people who refuse to sell their house all the damn time.
Yeah, which is a shame. We should have more activists who look out for the natural splendor of Florida.
Yeah, that's really, you can't pick politically. It's hard to like cherry pick the things that you really actually care about. And some people would tell you that Ron DeSantis has done more than the average Republican at the very least when it comes to protecting the Everglades and trying to do things right. I would say that Alligator Alcatraz spat in the face of that, but it is really something that will probably never gain the traction that it deserves from the masses, especially here in Florida. Without the water, we have nothing. Like without beautiful water, without beautiful beaches, we as a state, we're the crackhead cousin of all the other states. Like that, people make fun of us all the time, but they still come here because of the beautiful things that we have to offer. And if those things go away, if the water is dirty and everything's trashed and everything's developed, I think we lose our luster a little bit.
Look at Mad Beach, where we stay every year for the All-Stock Charity Outdoor Weekend. They have turned it from a beautiful, quaint, local seaside town into a monolith of a resort hotel.
It's gonna be crazy, dude. That's one of those situations I can't really picture in my brain. Like all of those little businesses gone and just the whole block plus just being a giant resort. There's going to be a bridge. So you'll be able to, from the resort, walk over a bridge over the main road to a private beach that will now be, so some of the public beach on the other side is now not going to be public anymore because that will be a private beach for the resort. And you know, a lot of those are, I think they're called something else other than condos, but there will be people that live there. It's not just a hotel. People will live there and other stuff as well.
Rich people.
Oh, big dog. I know people that are on the development side, and you know, everybody's got to make a buck, but I like a quaint beach town. That's just me.
Good people on all sides.
Hell yeah. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. Dizzy, thank you very much. Drew Garabo, thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you to the president of Daytona International Speedway for popping on with us. David Walker with Beer, Bourbon, Barbecue as well. We're out of here. Tomorrow, Free Ball and Freight Hall and Freeloading Friday. We'll be in the mix, wrapping up the week. Make sure you join us at 1 o'clock. Goodbye. Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. Long tunnels that mean your car will be cleaner. Spacious vacuums where you can get into every nook and cranny without bumping into the person next to you, and a staff that always wants to take care of you. That unlimited membership plan will ensure your car is clean every single day. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, and many more to come. Get in there today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
We about to burn it to the third degree, and you better not pass out.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. When a child is hurting, everything stops. Families need hope and a place they can trust. February 19th and 20th, 102.5 The Bone goes 24 hours, commercial-free, raising funds for Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Listen to parents, doctors, and caregivers share stories of courage, compassion, and life-saving care. Every dollar goes directly to the hospital, helping kids get the care they need. Donate now at theboneonline.com and be part of something that matters. We're all in for all children. From 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Crews at Pinellas are still trying to clear a crash which has been blocking the right lane along northbound US 19 approaching Haines Bayshore. Expect delays nearly back to Almerton. There's also an accident further north on Belcher at Alderman. In Hillsborough, there's a wreck along Lithia Pinecrest Road to the west of New River Hills Parkway, as well as one eastbound on State Road 54 at US 41. This is Jem with traffic.
Hey Tampa Bay, when it comes to your home, confidence matters. That's why families across the Bay have trusted Hawkins Service Company for over 30 years. From air conditioning and plumbing to electrical and pool equipment, Hawkins delivers 5-star service, backed by unmatched service guarantees and thousands of 5-star reviews. New customers receive 10% off any service. Just mention The Bone. Schedule online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call, handles it all.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
This ain't pop. This ain't pretty. This is Southern hospitality. The Black Crows, Whiskey Myers, blues-soaked guitars, outlaw swagger. Rock and roll the way it was meant to be. Loud, raw, and real. The Southern Hospitality Tour. The Black Crows, Whiskey Myers. May 31st, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. We can reawaken any space to make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Get big game ready this Saturday at Furman Chevy Tarpon Springs Super Saturday Sales Event. Purchase or lease any new Chevrolet and get a 70-inch Roku TV just in time for the big game. Only at Furman Chevy in Tarpon Springs on US 19 or FurmanChevyTarponSprings.com. Drive by the rest to deal with the best.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Mark your